place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. Let's go! YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you wanna be? I said, young man, you can make real your dreams, but you got to know this one thing. Young man does it all by himself. I said, young man, put your pride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA. I'm sure they can help you today. It's fun to stay.
All right. Here we go. Oh, man. Okay, so hello, everyone. Welcome in to Cobra Cast 199.
Boom.
I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199, and we are happy to see all of you here today. We are also joined by Beep. What's
Hello.
up, Krista? How are you?
I am extremely happy. I feel like it's Christmas morning. Like,
Yeah.
Woke up all happy, excited,
Yeah.
loving life. It's exciting, honestly. It's amazing.
It's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. And we are currently waiting for a big announcement from Vice President Kamala Harris, who has apparently congratulated President-elect Donald Trump. Also, Joe Biden has reportedly called and congratulated President-elect Donald Trump, the 47th President of the United States of America. Let's go! Man, it's crazy. Chris, are you going to hang out with us? Are you going to go backstage? I know you're...
I'm just off cam because I'm eating.
Okay. When she's done eating, she'll be back. But yeah, so this is crazy. I still can't fully process everything going on. I'm not sure how to process everything going on still at this point in time because it's just it's been such a long journey, to kind of get to this point. And I was obviously streaming the whole time last night and haven't really had a lot of time to grasp the weight of the moment yet. I'm still trying to come to grips with like how big of a stream we had and how much support we had. And then Geeks Gamers Daily was a huge stream as well. And as a matter of fact, I need to retitle this stream really quick. Let's see. Kamala Harris press conference. I think that's what I'll just call it. And yeah, it's just been such a whirlwind. But yeah, here we are, and I just cannot believe it. Jack Smith quit. That's right. But then you got cross-eyed, ugly fish woman, whatever her name is. Let me see if I can find that tweet really quickly. This dumb bitch right here. This dumb bitch. Right here, Letitia James, this cross-eyed bitch, cross-eyed cunt bitch. That's what she is, and I'll keep calling her that. Here we go. Listen to this evil piece of shit, okay?
We did not expect this result, but we are prepared to respond to this result. And my office has been preparing for several months because we've been here before. We faced this challenge before, and we used the rule of law to fight back. And we are prepared to fight back once again. Because as the Attorney General of this great state, it is my job to protect and defend the rights of New Yorkers and the rule of law. And I will not shrink from that responsibility.
Yeah. You know what's not shrinking is that gap in between your fucking fish eyes. So I'm going to stop talking about her because I'm probably going to say something that gets me in trouble, and the channel's doing really good right now, so I'm just going to stop talking about her. But yeah, man, just a disgusting piece of shit is what she is. A disgusting piece of shit. And I don't know what Trump can do about that. You know, as the president-elect and then soon to be the president, I'm sure that there's things he can do. But at the same time, if Trump was the guy that they claimed he is, they would all be in big trouble. That's the reality of it. If Trump was actually the guy that they claimed, they would all be screwed. Fortunately for them, he's not the guy that they keep claiming him to be. He's just not. He's not that guy. He's not the guy to do all of the nonsense that they accuse him of. But yeah, man, that's one of the things that's going around right now is her. And this is another one right here. This is one of my favorite clips of the evening right here.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
So you asked.
No county. None. And let me say something else too. For the first time, I'm actually overwhelmed by the chat with support. And like, I'm obviously blown away by it. I feel super guilty that I am not reading the super chats as much as I want to, like, because there's so much content to cover. And like, you just like animating Andy just in a big one. Samuel B. Golden Nuggets just dropped one. Like, I'm overwhelmed. And I don't like, I know I play up the whole like, oh, I'm a retard and I'm stupid and all of that. Like, I like to make sure that I'm on top of things and I'm covering things and handling shit. And I cannot keep up with the amount of super chats that you guys are sending right now. It's absolutely insane. So thank you. I will continue to read as much as humanly possible, but it's crazy, man. So Jeremy's going to be Jeremy Poole. No, not at all. Not at all. Fuck it. You know what? With Tim Poole dropping 50 gifted memberships on the chat, fuck it. Here's my apology for not getting to these super chats sooner. Okay, here we go. 50 gifted memberships right here. Anybody want any gifted memberships? Here we go. Here we go. Bam. There we go. And wait for it to register. There we go. Did it go through? There it is. Okay. So you guys are amazing, and I really appreciate it. There's a lot of news to talk about right now, and we're going to try to get to as much of that as we can. We do have the Harris, Doug B. Holy crap. Yeah, the Harris press conference is supposed to be happening in 19 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. In 19 minutes. Now, if you guys remember, I did talk about the fact that I felt the day before, because I've been kind of downplaying the election because I felt like that was the right attitude for everybody to have, downplaying what we could be looking forward to. And the day before, I finally said, I'm very comfortable Donald Trump is going to have a landslide victory tomorrow. That is what I said. Finally, I'd said that the day before. And I'd felt like that all through the process, but I did not want to jinx it. When it comes to sports, I'm superstitious when it comes to that stuff. I treat this a lot like that, where it's like, keep the right mindset, keep the right, motivation. That's just how I've always felt about it. And so the day before, I said, I think that Trump is going to win on a landslide. And if you look at everything that's leading up to this moment, there's no piece of data that would suggest otherwise. And here we are, where he won the popular vote and he won the Electoral College. I can't make people understand how significant this is. It's so significant that he won in the way that he won because it's going to give him the power that he needs to do what needs to be done. If this would have been him winning, you know, the Electoral College by, you know, a few votes and then not winning the popular vote, that's a whole different ball game. This right here gives him all of the flexibility he needs to do exactly what needs to be done. You've got RFK out there essentially saying, hey, we're going to destroy all of these agencies and everything. Like, RFK is ready to go scorched earth right now. RFK is super motivated, and I'm obviously happy to hear that from him. Let me keep an eye on the live feed now because I don't want to miss when her press conference is. Let's see here. Let's just go here. See if we can pull this up. There we go. Okay. And let me say, so all of these people that are in this crowd waiting for Harris, you are all retards. You are all retards. I'm not playing nice with these fucking people anymore. Like, and every Hollywood celebrity, fuck every Hollywood celebrity that backed Kamala Harris. Every single one of them. And I hope we make lists of them just so we can remember who they are, so we can clown them forever. Because they all got paid, because none of them actually believe in Kamala Harris. None of them. Not one single person, Hollywood celebrity, actually believed in Kamala Harris. They were either paid or they were bribed from the Diddy list. That is why they did it. There's no other reason. Because Kamala Harris is an incredibly unlikable individual. That's why she was not voted into the position she was in. That's why when it came to the primaries, she was what? She couldn't even qualify top 12. No one likes her. Nobody. Mark Hamill, you piece of shit. Honestly, like, all it takes is for somebody to be a man about things. And I think Mark Cuban is a bitch, but I give him credit. As soon as Trump won, he owned it. And I do have some level of respect for how Mark Cuban handled it. I do. I can't sit there and bullshit it. Like, I don't like Mark Cuban, but the man took it on the chin. As soon as he lost, he tweeted out and he said, congratulations to Trump, congratulations to Elon Musk, God bless you, yada, yada, yada. Mark Hamill has gone into hiding. Mark Ruffalo has gone into hiding. A lot of these celebrities that were all pro Kamala have gone into hiding. All of them. Insane. The View, I saw The View today, and watching them go through the motions. Then, let me see if I can find this really quickly. So I can find it. This is my favorite thing ever. So we all know Morning Joe has been going through their meltdowns. This is what they used to say about Donald Trump.
Watch your head. Very tall.
How are you?
Nice to see you. How's it going? Okay. How's it going? All right. That's great.
Third one is the charm there.
Right here.
Have a seat here.
Have a seat, sir.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. None of us need that much hugging.
Okay.
So let me ask you, let me start with the tough question. Is Mika Brzezinski not just as beautiful today as the first time you called into our show in 2007 and embarrassed her?
I did embarrass her. I said she was very beautiful, and I watched the show because of her beauty, not because of any politics or anything. And
Is that still the case?
Yeah, she's gotten more beautiful.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
How does that happen,
Power.
Donald?
Power.
She is just gone. Trump has her in the palm of his hand right there. She's in love with the Don. She's in love with the Don.
Is it her
Okay.
The
power?
show has become so successful that she's become very powerful. You like that one too, Joe.
Great.
Go check the hair. Come on.
Come on, get over here.
Come on.
Get over.
First time seen on
Sure.
TV.
All right.
Just right.
Hairspray. But it is mine, isn't it?
There. It's there.
Is it Does it feel good?
Yeah, I sort of.
I'm very uncomfortable. Look at that.
All right.
No, but is it there?
It's
Is it?
all there.
It's really. I don't know how it looks now because now the hairspray is perfect. It didn't move. How about the hairspray? I'm not supposed to use hairspray because hairspray destroys the ozone. So I'm sitting in my apartment with hairspray and saying, oh, the ozone. I mean, give me a break. Al Gore, take away his Nobel Prize. It's, you know.
They loved him until they were told to hate him. And that's the truth of the matter right there. Yeah, I mean, this is it's unbelievable. It's absolutely insane that we are still witnessing these clowns just like so. Morning Joe today, like they went through an absolute nuclear meltdown. Like, where's it at? Let me see if I can find the one that they went on today. Right here. Oh, not that one. This one right here. Here's what they're saying today. These same people that worshipped Donald Trump, now they're saying this.
I just say, Rev, really quickly, too. Democrats need to be mature, and they need to be honest. And they need to say, yes, there's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. Mm-hmm. It's misogyny from Hispanic men. Right. It's misogyny from black men, things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues with Hispanics. They don't want a black woman as president of the United States. You know, the Democratic Party, I've always...
Now they're going after every race. Oh, my God. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
When you're sitting around talking, they love to just sort of balkanize everybody into these separate groups and say, oh, white people don't like women and black people. No, it is time for the Democrats to say, okay, and you and I have talked.
Look at Mika. Mika right now, she's just like, what would my life be like if I was with Donald? My life would be so much better if I was with Donald right now, but I'm stuck here next to Joe. And I know Joe Scarborough will kill me if I leave him. If you know, you know.
Before, a lot of Hispanic voters have problems with black candidates.
Right.
A lot
and
of,
with other Hispanics. You've got some that don't like each other. And some of the most misogynist things I've heard going on this Get Out the Vote tour came from black men. I mean, misogynist things. So you're absolutely right. It's not simplistic. And we've got to have real honest conversations about it.
This is the greatest shit I've ever seen, man. And listen, we are working on a compilation right now of meltdowns. It's going to take a little time. It's going to take a little time to get over there, to get it all together. But again, if you're a member of the Geeks and Gamers Locals community, we have a thread over there, and you can assist with getting Jay Hailstorm some of these meltdowns from the mainstream media. You can assist with that. Also in our Discord, you can do that as well if you're interested. But yeah, so right now we are currently waiting for Kamala Harris to give her concession speech in D.C. So this will be interesting to hear how she plays this. She was a coward last night. She couldn't face the crowd, so she actively ran from the crowd. And so I'm not sure. Is this behind? I feel like this feed is behind a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, this feed is a little bit behind. Okay, there we go. The feed was a little bit behind. So we're waiting for that. So we're going to leave it there on that feed right now. You guys, what the hell, man? There's a lot of people watching today, and we were #1 in the world in Super Chats yesterday. That's never happened. So on the biggest streaming day of the year, we were the #1 most Super Chatted channel in the entire world on the biggest streaming day. Maybe, I don't know, it may be more than it may be the biggest streaming day of all time. I have no idea. And almost double who #2 was. That is a testament to every single person here that has nothing to do with me. Animating Andy for $250 says, congratulations on this victory. Celebrate, but it's far from over. As I've said once before, keep helping and protecting this legend. May this small gift help you with that to get through it. MAGA USA, let's effing go. 4 years Trump. Hail the 199. And you, Jeremy, thank you. Thank you. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's just insane, man. So, Benny Johnson claimed he was number one. Benny Johnson was probably the number one most viewed stream. Benny Johnson had 100 times the viewers I had. So he had like, what, 200,000 people? But I'm talking about in terms of super chat revenue. So I just to clarify, I'll show you guys what we're talking about for those that don't understand. Let's see. So you can go over to a site called Playboard, and they keep a log of all of that. So right here, this is the list. Topics all. Most super chatted worldwide. Daily for yesterday. D-Day Cobra, number one in the world. So number one in the world. That is insane. So Barry Cunningham had a good day too. Shout out to Barry Cunningham. Barry Cunningham's great. But that's a testament to all of you guys. That has nothing to do with me. That's insane. ABF! Been smiling since the election was called. What a great day. What a great day indeed. Absolutely insane. So, Crowder had like 400,000 last night. Yeah, I'm sure Crowder crushed it. I bet Crowder crushed it. And listen, Crowder looks at all of these pieces to the puzzle matter. All of these pieces to the puzzle. Benny Johnson has become an absolute rock star. I know Benny. Benny is a friend. And I am so happy that he has become such a force within the political commentary world. He's an absolute G. And Benny's looked out for me and helped me out. So I will never stop being appreciative of Benny. PBD, Patrick Bet David's become a huge player. Crowder obviously is a huge player. And there's a lot of people, man, that have played a part into this. And without each piece of the puzzle, I'm not sure it happens. Obviously, I think the biggest piece of the puzzle is Elon Musk. Elon Musk, I will never stop praising Elon Musk. Elon Musk has changed the world, as has Donald Trump. But Elon Musk has changed the entire world. And Elon Musk's legacy will be that he changed the world. He absolutely changed the world right in front of our very eyes. And he didn't have to do it, just like Trump didn't have to do it. Listen, man, as a human being, like how many of you have regular jobs, okay? And then say you get like a Christmas bonus, okay? And you get that Christmas bonus and you're like, yeah, I'd like to take an extra day off just to sit around and play video games, man. I got my Christmas bonus. You know, I just like to take a couple of days off. I just got my Christmas bonus. I've got a little bit of extra money. I just want to sit around, eat Cheetos, and play some video games. You know, because that's our mindset to like take it easy, you know? Take some time, hang out with friends and family. Guess what? Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. His life is set forever. Donald Trump is a billionaire. His life is set forever. These guys are telling you, I'm going to put my entire legacy and history and fortune on the line to make America great again and to save the world. And that's what they've done. That's what they've done. Gary in the chat, most pro gamer in the chat right there. What up, Gary? So, yeah, man. I'm still trying to, like I said, I've just been kind of going through the motions. I woke up this morning because I only got a few hours of sleep. I only got like maybe, I think I might have slept for 2 hours because after the stream was over, whatever time we ended the stream last night, we ended the stream and I'm sitting there and I'm going, I couldn't sleep. I was too excited. My mind was just like going 1,000 miles an hour, you know? And so I tried to get a couple hours of sleep last night and I get up this morning. And I still do have PTSD from 2020. I'm not bullshitting. Like, I'm not even saying that as a joke. I absolutely have PTSD from 2020. So I woke up this morning in a panic. I panicked for two different reasons. I panicked because, one, I thought I dreamed last night because of the insane night that we had, okay? So I woke up in a panic, and I'm like, was I dreaming? Did that really happen? And then, of course, once I got my bearings in order, I'm like, okay, it wasn't a dream. Then I had to go to Twitter, and I'm like, was there a 3 a.m. ballot dump that we missed? Have they reversed it? Because CNN and MSNBC and the AP still hadn't called the race for Trump when I went to sleep last night. So I was thinking, did they reverse something while I was asleep? Because this is exactly what happened last year. And luckily, they didn't. But I was really worried about that. But I will say that 2020 happened so that 2024 could happen. And that's the mindset we all have to remember. And I often say that I don't believe in mistakes in life as long as you learn from the mistakes. If you actually learn from a mistake, then it's not really a mistake. It's a learning opportunity. So 2020, Donald Trump and the Republican Party, they proved that 2020 was not a mistake. It was a learning opportunity. And they absolutely learned from 2020. And they made sure that it wasn't going to happen again. And that's what they did. That's what they did. And so I am so happy for him, for the RNC, for Scott Pressler, my boy Antonio Brown. You know what? I'm going to give, that's somebody I haven't really given credit to. Hang on. My boy AB deserves a lot of credit. We're gonna give. Let's see. And he still follows me, by the way, for making America great again. For making America great again. That's it right there. I'm still trying to keep an eye on this. Let me give him the handshake. And boom, there we go. So tweeted out to AB. Antonio Brown's Twitter feed has been one of the best Twitter feeds, period. His Twitter feed has been like, holy shit, man. Let me go to his Twitter feed really quick and see. Well, I got to be careful. So like, look what he's saying right here. AB ending racism. He's been there he goes. Thank you to Pittsburgh and Donald Trump for helping my dream come true. We are all crackers of the day. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I got most of America. I got to be careful with AB's Twitter feed. Oh, look at this. Now that the election's over, who did this? Yes. That's so good. So, yeah, we had to give AB some credit right there. So, my boy AB deserves a lot of credit for making America great again. So, good stuff, man. Good stuff right there from Antonio Brown. I can't believe Antonio Brown follows me on Twitter. What kind of world do we live in where AB follows me on Twitter and I've been DMing him? What? That's crazy. He hit me up and he was asking me about Geeks and Gamers. He's like, what's Geeks and Gamers, man? And I'm telling him about Geeks and Gamers. It's like, what? This is crazy. 312. Is that going to be the official number that Trump ends up with? 312? I think that's what I said was most likely, right? 312 I said was... Chat, you'll have to go back and check. But if you go back to my stream the day before the election, I'm pretty sure that I said, in my opinion, 312 was the absolute top that I think Trump could reach. And that's where it's at. 312 was the number? Sweet. Okay. Oh, Nancy Pelosi's there. I just noticed her
appearance, and she said we are all waiting for Biden to make a decision. Well, Biden had already very clearly made his decision to stay in the race, and that was described by Axios as a bomb going off, giving permission for Democrats to come out publicly or on background against the former president. And I had read reporting that Pelosi was frustrated that she.
I don't think we're live though. It keeps freezing up.
In preseason, you can decide whether or not that's
now
the
we're live. We're going to leave it there.
Okay,
we're going to leave it there.
She was not granted that opportunity. Point number one. Point number two. The commercial I saw the most, as Britt guffaws at me, the commercial I saw the most was the 5 things that she was going to do. One of them was price gouging.
Yep.
Look, I'm not a businessman like Kevin O'Leary, but even I know that's a non-starter. It was weak sauce from the very beginning.
But you're shaking your head, and we're told she's going to walk out any minute. But please comment.
Well, I would just say this:
she's going to walk out any minute.
She would have benefited from
hey,
more
spammers.
Right.
And in fact,
you're treated like illegal immigrants are going to be treated into Trump's America. Get the fuck out.
Could still have the last
Spammers don't get a second chance.
Candidate. Well, time was short. She was female in a party that is partial to females, African American, and already vice president. There was probably no stopping her. But if she'd had to
don't
run
fart, Britt
with
Hume.
other
Don't
candidates
fart.
in the race with a meaningful primary election, I don't think there's a chance she'd have won.
No, we've seen that before.
Deport the spammers.
Before in 2019.
So they would have been, the Democrats would have been better off without her, but by the time it happened, there was kind of no choice.
She had the best on-the-job training in the world. She was vice president for 3.5 years, and she blew it.
And remember, when she was strongest in this race, when she was strongest was the very beginning, when everybody was so relieved and excited, and we had
Sugar high, the relief rally,
the vibe campaign,
and she had a good convention. There was good energy around the convention, but then
a decent debate.
out of that, she needed to lift off.
Problem at the end of the day was there was no there there.
You think about the weekend that he dropped out, and what was it, 12 to 14 hours?
Biden absolutely would have done better than her in the election. He wouldn't have done.
The party
honestly,
wanted it to go.
Do you know what we've learned? We've learned that 2020 absolutely was rigged.
There was no other
I mean, not that I needed convincing.
And that's what people.
But it's now undeniable that 2020 was rigged.
Earlier, that he should have had
2020 was absolutely rigged.
Make sure that he, cleared the path and had a good successor. But he didn't. I think after the 2022 midterm elections, he got credit for them doing better than anyone thought the Democrats would do. And then he was full of it.
Yeah, I apologize for interrupting, Martha. But James Carville was out there publicly saying, we're going to have a mini primary. Yeah, it's only 6 weeks, but yeah, we'll go into Chicago.
Trump was right again.
We're throwing it up. We're going to have this big democratic process, and we will be rewarded
Biden
for
was
it.
having none of that. He immediately said after he dropped out, she's my person. She's my pick. And that was hard to overrule.
And one thing you can say about her is that she rallied the troops very quickly on the phone.
Absolutely.
Right when that happened on that Sunday.
That showed political skill to me.
Yes.
That made me think, oh, maybe she is. Maybe. But then it fell apart.
All these clowns in the audience.
Kaylee, what do you look for? Is this do we get the campaign
statement? Let me say this real quick. Okay, I've been seeing people say it's Donald Trump's job to unify America. Go fuck yourself. Donald Trump unified America last night. He's already unified America. Bottom line is, he's done it. So anybody saying that Donald Trump needs to unify America is lying or just bullshitting. He unified America last night. That's the fact of the matter right there. He doesn't need to do anything else but do what he promised to do. That's it.
Speech in front of that big red background where MAGA was a clear and present danger. None of those were the words of Vice President Harris. Those were the words of President Biden. So if I'm Kamala Harris today, I'm thinking about my legacy. I'm thinking about striking the same tone as Hillary Clinton and moving forward in whatever way I see
15 million votes just vanished like magic. Isn't that interesting, isn't it?
But now is her moment. People will remember this. They will remember.
I think
Britt, this
has an opportunity here to say not only what an extraordinary experience it's been to be vice president and to be the candidate of her party, but also to say, I fell short. And I think people relate to that.
So this is...
Okay, number one, she did nothing as vice president. She did absolutely nothing. And everybody knows that. She didn't do anything.
How should she start?
Exactly,
this
Gary.
moment?
Exactly.
Well, first of all,
Defiance? Would that work?
Do we think that the candidate that we saw, not only in 2019, but throughout this process now, could be a successful candidate anywhere? Because this was a historic loss. I mean, historic.
I think the answer is no. From the Democratic Party, I don't hear her name anywhere talked about in the future. And not only is this the first day of the rest of her life, this is the first day of the 2028 Democratic primary. And there are lots of governors and senators. I know, I'm sorry.
Can we take a couple days?
But, you know, that's...
It was still Christmas.
I know.
That's how quickly she'll be forgotten.
And that's how quickly these governors, Josh Shapiro, Wes Moore, Gretchen Whitmer, Pete Buttigieg, I promise you they are
Shapiro
talking to their teams
I think
today,
Shapiro is going to be the
and they're
early
gonna
front
talk
runner for the 2028 Democratic nominee. He's the early front runner. Unless, hear me out, okay? Chat, allow me to just hear me out, okay? Unless Donald Trump just throws term limits out and we just get Barack Obama versus Donald Trump in 2028. I'm okay with that, by the way, okay? Just Trump's like executive orders. We're getting term limits for presidents out. It's going to be me and Barack Obama 2028. Let's fucking go. All right? Let's fucking go. Uh-oh, is she coming out? Of course I'm joking.
Society still
I saw that on Twitter the other day.
The media didn't really cover that from President Biden on the garbage.
Somebody posted it was Austin versus The Rock with all of their WrestleMania moments, and they were like, can't wait for Trump to throw term limits out, and then we get Obama versus Trump in 2028. Somebody said, no, not funny. Go fuck yourself. If you can't take jokes, you're on the wrong stream. Not funny, Jeremy. You know what? Joking is back. Comedy's back on the menu, boys. I'm not apologizing for shit. It's not funny, Jeremy. This is a very serious political discussion. You're not allowed to make jokes about serious issues. Fuck off. We're back. Okay? I'm sorry. Kamala lost. Okay? But this is Trump's America, baby. Okay?
Turning these kind of stories to their benefit.
Yeah, a little showmanship helps in politics.
By the way, for all the focus on Puerto Ricans leaving the Trump bandwagon because of that comedian, because he didn't get out there fast enough.
But yeah, in all seriousness, if you're looking for a really respectable political show that takes everything super seriously and doesn't respect the audience, Tim Pool is live Monday through Friday. Over here, like that's we love the audience, okay? But Tim, he doesn't listen to the audience over there. So Tim's over there. If you're looking for a respectable show, not here, okay? If you're looking for a show that doesn't listen to the audience, not here. But Tim Pool, great show. I highly suggest checking his show out.
Second highest ranking issue of democracy and stabilizing democracy. It was just as much an important issue for people who were against Harris as it was for people who were for her. So I think the scare tactics really did not work. Also, just in terms of what Dana was just saying, I think celebrities in general involved in campaigns was a bust. And I just heard Seal is walking around on the stage here today. I'm like, had they not learned this lesson?
2016, Hillary Clinton closed with Beyonce in Philadelphia. And we saw all these concerts with Bruce Springsteen.
I lost 200 viewers when I started telling people to go fuck themselves. So that they probably went to Tim Pool.
Right. You know, you heard Van Jones and others saying, I'm not sure I dig the
This is why I'll never hit a million subscribers.
I'm a big fan of Bruce Springsteen. I've probably been to 50 concerts in my young life. But I watched him walk out with a 12-string acoustic guitar and play 3 songs. And, he's 75 now. And there wasn't the kind of reaction you got during the Obama years. And I think Springsteen and Obama love to hang out with each other. But I was showing Dana a video the other day. I was like, look at it. There's Springsteen, Obama, and Kamala Harris, in a green room. And the guys are like looking at each other. And I don't want to use this word, but she was cackling away. And this went on for a minute and a half. And I don't think my observation was necessarily wrong.
I am curious what is she?
These guys
It is interesting. What is her approach here going to be? Does she think she has a political career moving forward? Certainly she is a very stupid person, so maybe she does think that she has a political future. She doesn't, and anyone with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense knows that she doesn't have a political future. She has none, but that's not the question of the truth is she doesn't. The question is, does she believe she has a future? And I think she probably does think she has a political future. That's going to be the funny part. Does she think she has any influence or any power or anything? And that's going to be the question right here. How does she approach this?
When we think back to 2016, Hillary Clinton got a ton of criticism for waiting to speak the next day, for leaving her supporters, much like we heard with Kamala Harris. But a key difference was Secretary Clinton did pick up the phone and call President Trump ahead of his remarks. That permitted President Trump to begin his remarks in the customary way.
That is true.
Of talking about Hillary Clinton, the call he'd received and praising her and her accolades and her place in.
Love Dog says, better question is, who does she sleep with? Not Douglas Emhoff or whatever his name is. Certainly not that guy. Certainly not Doug Emhoff. Isn't that his name? Not him, that's for sure.
Via his press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre. I have every reason to expect Kamala Harris will be there too, but these remarks may give us a little window into her thinking.
As vice president, she has a job, and that is January 6, 2025, to certify the
Plot
results
twist, she
of
claims
this
the election was stolen.
Which is
brutal.
Kind of just
there's two mysteries that I've often thought about, and Dana and I have talked about one a lot. We have very different views on this. But what was the final straw that talked Joe Biden into saying, all right, I can see? And whoever gets that story, I can't wait to read it. The other thing I thought a lot about is Donald Trump did not stay in Washington when Joe Biden came to the White House, but he left Joe Biden a letter. That letter has never been shared with the public.
They usually aren't.
I would love to know.
That's a good question.
What Donald Trump wrote to Joe Biden on that day he left the White House, January 20th, 2020.
That's a good question.
Is to leave the letter in the Resolute desk for the incoming president. Would be interesting.
That's a
But
good
usually it doesn't
question.
Get out, Dana.
Right. I mean, they're private for a reason. They're special. Although I believe it was 41 who told.
to Obama, which became public.
41 to.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't I see that George W. Bush congratulated Trump? Did I see that correctly
Great advice for
earlier?
all of us.
I have to guess that letter was meeting the moment. I'm sure you did this as well, Dana. I left a letter for my successor, Jen Psaki, also one for Karine Jean-Pierre.
He did?
Please share.
I will not share, but I know President Trump's letter was conciliatory.
Donald Trump's not an overly complicated individual. Oh, hang on. Is she talking?
And these people, a lot of them probably were here last night, and they were waiting and waiting for this moment for her to come out.
What was that?
And she could have ripped the Band-Aid off and had this speech last night and gone home and been thinking about everything today.
I feel for Maya Rudolph.
Delayed.
I think that SNL character is probably not going to have a lot more time.
She was very good at it.
Jim Gaffigan's going to be looking for a new gig, too.
So real quick, so Donald Trump's not like an overly complicated individual. He really is like, if you stop fucking with him and if you just like show him a little bit of respect, he's really not going to go after you at all. I'm pretty sure that's what George W. Bush is going, yeah, let me just congratulate him so he doesn't fuck with me. Because George W. Bush is a war criminal. So I think that's all George W. Bush is saying. Like, let me just not fuck with this guy so he'll just leave me alone. And that's the recipe with Donald Trump. And so many of these elite idiots can't realize that. Like, Trump does not go after people. Trump responds to people and he holds grudges. He just does. He holds grudges and he goes after people. But if you don't mess with him, he's not going to mess with you. And even if you do have a beef with Trump, if you drop the beef, he lets it go. he's not a complicated guy from that perspective at all. It's just really simple.
Is she a fighter or is she a bridge builder?
Let me just share
those words coming
this
up.
is from Senator Sanders. He just put out, he won his race, of course. He says it should come as no great surprise that a Democratic Party which has abandoned working class people would find that the working class has abandoned them. Ooh.
Bunk.
Bunk, says Britt.
Bunk. That's what we're going with?
Yeah.
I'm going with.
Vice President Harris coming here momentarily at Howard University. Marie, who is the heir apparent?
Case in point, Megyn Kelly, absolutely.
Taking the next candidate.
Elon Musk was another one. Him and Elon did not like each other a couple of years ago.
Josh Shapiro in Pennsylvania, Westmore
J.D.
in
Vance
Maryland.
went after him.
About Gretchen Whitmer, governors, they have a lot of executive experience. I would add two more winners, building on what Dana said. Alyssa Slotkin and Tammy Baldwin in the blue wall outran Kamala Harris, retained their Senate seats, and Alyssa Slotkin, former CIA officer, knows national security.
Megyn Kelly for press secretary. No disrespect to the press secretary position. I think that's way above what Megyn Kelly brings to the table. She's just too big of a deal. She's a major player, man. Megyn Kelly is a big deal.
Shapiro, Moore, and Whitmer.
With the House likely going to Republicans, haven't called it yet. The Senate, definitely a Senate majority for Republicans, and the White House, Britt. There's a lot of runway for President-elect Trump to do a lot of things. Britt.
Say that again.
There's a lot of runway for the President Trump to do a lot of
things. What up?
I was watching the screen. I couldn't tell
Philip
who was
Chan,
speaking.
Project Egg Roll. What's up, brother?
I should have recognized your voice.
That's all right. The House, Senate, if the House goes, which is likely to go Republican.
I
House,
personally,
Senate, and the White House.
I think Alina Habba would be amazing as press secretary. I want Alina Habba as press secretary.
And then the question becomes, it better work.
I think chat's going to agree with me on that too.
You can't say I got blocked and I couldn't get the House and the Senate to work with me. That's what Karine Jean-Pierre never stopped saying throughout the whole. They couldn't get it done because the Republicans blocked it. Democrats won't be able to block very much. They'll be able to block some things, but not very many. So.
I would imagine it has to be immigration. It has to be something strong on stopping what's happening at the border.
And the economy better not falter.
Absolutely. And those are things that there's no doubt this new president and the former president will be raring to hit the ground running on. And it's something that I think a lot of people were baffled that this administration couldn't get a handle on earlier because
Alex Jones for press secretary.
Looks like the press pool has moved in, so we could get close. I've been on the back end of this 18-minute delay before. It's quite something.
I would just say I communicated with Speaker Mike Johnson today, and he told me he's very bullish, as we've heard, about keeping the majority there and actually expanding it. And he talked about his aggressive 100-day agenda and this playbook. And he loves this sport analogy. I'm sure many of you have heard it of, I'm the quarterback along with the Senate Majority Leader for this aggressive 100-day agenda. And I think President Trump, he's going to get it right this time because there was that Affordable Care Act repeal failure we saw right out of the gate in 2016. I think he learned his lesson. He'll be rearing ready to go with a mandate, having won the popular vote like we've never seen before.
Sorry, we all just
5 minutes.
got a 5-minute warning
to go.
So now we got 5 minutes.
5-minute warning.
Yeah, let's go back to senior White House
Okay, well
correspondent
then if we
Jackie
got 5
Heineck,
minutes.
live at Howard University. 5-minute
Unicycle
warning, Jackie.
peon on Rumble for a proper 199 and says, proper president, proper Cobra Cast, my first proper 199. I hope Biden quits to make Harris 47. Then we can mock them for a man appointing the first female president instead of the people picking her. Thank you, Unicycle Peon, for a proper 199. Let's freaking go. I got to show you guys this really quick since we're waiting for... Listen, man, we knew this is what was going to happen, and this is what's happening right here.
I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucking slave. Oh, no. I'm sorry. No. Why? This is all prank
right? Like we're just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and everything's gonna go back to the way it'll be a psych. It'll be like a really bad dream, and none of this.
All I can say is how fucking dare you.
Said that I was fine, said it from my coffin. Remember how I died when you started walking? That's my life, that's my life.
Boy, oh boy, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. We are here. And,
Of course, put it, they had a hard time messaging to Latino men in states like Georgia, Arizona, Nevada.
What's up, Justin Proper? So many propers, never forget.
And so there's a debate
Proper
over whether Harris
Jeremy.
was, in fact, too
We've
liberal
never
of a
forgotten.
candidate,
What's up,
or
brother?
certainly didn't stake herself
Jeff
out to
Hill.
be,
I stayed up
believable
watching
when
your
she tried
show
to
last
take that
night,
moderate
all the
mantle.
election,
So, really
last
just
night,
a lot
all
of,
the election, and
sadness,
I was
think, among people who
not
wanted
able to
see
go to
her
bed
win
until I
and waiting
made
to
sure
see what the
Trump
message is.
won.
We're hearing some
100%,
cheers
brother.
behind us. I don't see anyone notable, though.
Tim Walsh.
Governor Walsh.
It'll be curious to see what the message is.
Governor Walsh just walked in. It is quite something, Dana. You've been in this position on the other side.
Learn from the past. Okay, if for some crazy reason, sorry, I got the hiccups now. If for some crazy reason these lunatics would be in office right now, they would have fundamentally changed your life for the worse. They despise you. They hate you. They hate what America stands for, and they would have destroyed America. I'm not even sure I would have had an opportunity to have this show anymore. They would have destroyed you. They would have destroyed me. They would have destroyed everyone. So just remember that.
You know,
With his
I
wife,
show up
Gwen.
at work before the sun comes up, and this morning I was flipping around the channels and just trying to get a flavor for what
Here we
people are
go.
talking about, and there was a lot about. Is she coming out?
It sounds like they are announcing
okay.
her.
I'll hold
You
that
see the
thought
vice
and
presidential
give it
seal.
back to you, Martha.
All right, let's listen in. Here she comes.
Why cheering? Because they were paid to cheer. Every single person there is paid or bribed or something.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Can cheer as loud as you want, baby, because Trump is president and she's one of the worst performing nominees in history.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Thank you, 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 thank you. Blah, 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 blah.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
She's doing it.
So let me say, and I love you back. And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say.
No, we did vote for it.
Hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting. To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much. To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue. And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you. I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it. And the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country, with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory.
Yeah!
I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
All right, congratulations on helping Hitler. You said he's Hitler. You said anybody supports him Hitler, so now you're supporting Hitler, right?
A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States. And loyalty to our conscience.
She had a Taylor Swift
and to
hat
our
on.
God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
Oh, really? Are you telling your supporters to go fight? Are you implying they should fight? I mean, that's what you guys did to Trump.
The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation. The ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling
Does that mean
them what
does that mean
to
they don't have
do.
to take a jab mandate?
We will never
oh,
give
sorry,
up
you're talking about abortion.
the
Sorry.
fight to
Sorry.
protect our schools and our streets from gun violence.
I thought she was talking about no jab
And
mandates.
America,
My bad.
we will
My bad.
never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld. And we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect, by looking in the face of a stranger and seeing a neighbor, by always using our strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work.
Okay.
Hard work can be joyful work. And the fight for our country is always worth it. It is always worth it. To the young people who are watching, it is...
I mean, those young people that you lost their support compared to Joe Biden in 2020?
Who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed, but please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place.
It's hurting my ears, man.
You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before. You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge.
Oh, this
and
is
I'll
so
close
bad.
with this.
Yeah, thank you. Please
There's
go.
an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light of optimism, of faith, of truth, and service. And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all.
Vice President Kamala Harris in a concession speech in which she said the light of America's promise will always burn bright as long as we keep fighting. As she said she'd often say on the campaign trail, when we fight, we win. But this time saying, here's the...
I just, like, I have no motivation to... I am so demotivated after listening to that. That was horrible. I take back everything I've said about saying streaming isn't hard. On this day, streaming is the most difficult job on the planet right now, okay? It's harder than construction. It's harder than any physical labor. This is the hardest job right now. Sitting there and listening to that is the hardest job on the planet. Oh my goodness. Jeez. You want a palate cleanser? Here's your palate cleanser right there. Look at the squad, okay? Get in, losers. We're going to make America great again. There you go. Look at that. Elon hanging out with the Trump family at Mar-a-Lago. Let's freaking go. Okay? There we go. Elon hanging out with the fam, okay? That's where it's at right there. Is Dana White there? Where's Dana White? Dana White's not there. No Dana White. So, but, you know, there you go right there. So I just saw these on social media going around. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, her speech, listen. I guess all I can say in terms of her speech is that at least she's lying, saying that they're going to support Trump. I'm not totally sure that that's going to happen, but at least that they're willing to lie and say that they're going to put the messaging out there. So, yeah, there's that. It was a bunch of empty promises, and it was a bunch of bullshit and word salad like we've all come accustomed to listening to her. And so that's it, man. Dom H with 20. Says, let me see where it went. You guys are crazy today. Dom H says, we're back. Can't believe we finally won. Congrats on your big stream yesterday, Jeremy. You killed it and you deserve it. Been here since day one, since you created CobraCast. All led up to this moment. Trump 2024. Let's go. Thank you, Dom. And I appreciate it. Listen, you know, a lot of people have asked, like, hey, what's going to happen with CobraCast now? And I'm just like, I'm kind of shocked that you guys are asking that question. Like, CobraCast continues. Of course CobraCast continues. You know, that's not going anywhere. We are not anywhere near stopping the bullshit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not. We are 100% on fire, moving forward. President Trump is going to trigger so many people right now. We are now... The story has not ended with President Trump. In all reality, the story is just beginning. The next 4 years are going to be some of the greatest moments in American history by Donald Trump and Elon Musk and RFK and the administration that he's going to build and everything that comes with that. We're looking at a whole new cycle of, listen, the next person that is going to become relevant in independent media could be in this audience right here, right now. Like you could be like in the next 4 years, you could have a huge YouTube channel and you could be out there calling BS out. That is 100%. Like Elon Musk tweeted it out yesterday. We are the media now. You are the media now. That's 100% accurate. And if you don't think that you can't do it, I'm here to tell you, do not doubt yourself. Because if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I deal with the same insecurities and the same second guessing as anybody else deals with. And luckily, there's enough people that allow me to do what I do. But if I could do it, you can do it. You know, and that's really what it comes down to. Let's see. Nevada's called for Trump now. Let's go to that. Let's go look at that map, the election map right here on Google. Let's see where we're at now. So they have who called it? Who called it? Let's see right here. So this is the current breakdown. And Arizona still hasn't been called either. Right there. So Arizona with 61%, Nevada with 85%. And, I mean, they're both going to go to Trump. So that's another, 17? So, yeah, he's going to be over 300 Electoral College victory votes. 72 million votes. I don't know how much of the popular vote is still out there. And Alaska. You got Alaska down here. That's another 3 right there. So I don't know how many more popular votes. Have they said like a total number what they expect? I know that they're going to expect a little bit of a bump from her. How much of California is reporting right now? California is only reporting 54%. The fact that he's at 40% of the vote in California is crazy, though. But there's only 54% reporting, so she's definitely going to get a huge bump on that, as will he. So what did Trump get in 2020? He got 75 million, right? 75 million for Trump in 2020. 63 million, am I right, in 2016? So we've got so you got 63 million, and these are off the top of my head, so if I'm wrong, please correct me. So it's 63 million in 2016, and then 75 million, somebody said 74 million, 74 million in 2020. He's pretty much going to hit that number again, yet the Democrats had 81 million in 2020. Anybody buying that bullshit? Anybody? As a matter of fact, look at this. I saw this tweet earlier. I'll show it to you right now. And this is what I'm saying. Like, don't let them tell you that your own eyes are lying to you. Because that's essentially right here. If these numbers are accurate, look at this. Kerry, 59 million in 2004. Obama, 69.5 in 2008. Obama, 65.9 in 2012. Clinton, 65.9. Biden, 81 million. Harris, 66.4. And you're telling me that we're supposed to believe that 2020 was legit. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Get out of here. Again, don't let them tell you that the thing that you are seeing with your own eyes is not true. We watched it happen. We watched it all play out right before our very eyes. 100%. Insane. So, yeah, I did see that one earlier. I want to show you guys that one. Then there was another one. Okay, is this a montage? This might be a new montage. We have to get this one a hailstorm. Let's see here.
This is the biggest red wave I've seen since Ronald Reagan's 49-state victory.
There were appeals to racism in this campaign, and there is racial bias in this country, and there is sexism in this country.
I can't help but wonder if the American people have given up on democracy.
I hear what you're saying, and I do see it differently because I'm thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite, who are hurting tonight.
If she were a 6'4" white man from Arkansas or from, Florida, do you think she would be losing by that much?
I think that we've got to be honest. Among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny.
There are African-American women who know a little bit about being talked down to, who know a little bit about having their economic dreams crushed, who try to dream a big dream over the past couple of months.
It's not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy.
There's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. Mm-hmm. It's misogyny from Hispanic men.
Yes.
Right. It's misogyny from black men.
Yes, just keep trashing every race. Go ahead. You've already pissed off the white people. Now just go ahead, left-wing people. Go ahead and disrespect to every other race while you're at it. Just push everybody over to the Trump side. Holy shit, these people are stupid. Are you kidding me?
And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt. And they were hoping that maybe this time, one of their own could be seen as worthy.
Things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues with Hispanics. They don't want a black woman as president of the United States.
To all the pollsters, the election pollsters, blow me. I don't ever want to from you again, ever.
People who said that he was a Hitler lover weren't Democrats, they were Republicans. People who said that he was a fascist weren't Democrats, they were Republicans who worked for him.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, man. That calls for a bit of a celebration, doesn't it? That calls for a bit of a celebration. All right, I don't want to play the whole thing. Copyright's already going to kick my ass on this stream. So, yeah, man, just this whole thing is just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm loving this so much. I can't believe we're living through it again. We're living through this moment all over again. And it's glorious. And it's never, like, we're never going to see anything like this again. You know, Donald Trump, there's never going to be another person like him, ever. I do got to show this one because this is just too damn good right here. Here we go. Oh, man. What a journey this has been. What an absolute journey this has been. And then I showed this today on Geeks Gamers Daily, but stop making him look so cool. Like, look how badass he looks in this. 34 felonies, 1 conviction, 2 cases pending, 2 impeachments, 6 bankruptcies, 4 more years, the 47th president of the United States. This cover goes hard in the paint, dude. This goes hard in the paint. Like you have made him out to be the greatest legend of all time. Like, as a Trump fan, I couldn't make him look more badass than you guys have made him look right there. That is gangster as hell. It's unbelievable, man. Good Lord. That is a badass cover right there, man. That is badass. Oh, boy. What is this? I showed you that one earlier. Showed you that one. Ryan had a good tweet. There are a lot of disgusting fake allegations out there about Donald Trump, but I am proud to say that one of them is true. He beats women, and thank God for that. Let's go, Ryan. That's it right there. 100% spot on. It is true. It is true. So there you go. That is a W take right there from Ryan. Josiah posted this one from Matt Walsh back in 2022. DeSantis, with Trump backing him, campaigning for him, and advising him, would be absolutely unstoppable. But it requires Trump to swallow his ego and come to terms with the fact that he's an elderly man who's already had his shot. I really hope he's able to do that, but I doubt it. How'd that one work out for you, Matt Walsh? How'd that one work out for you, buddy? Not too good, huh? The DeSimps are, honestly, DeSimps might be worse than the left at this point. They are the most delusional group of people I have ever seen. Now, I know Matt Walsh is all Team Trump now or whatever because he was basically forced to. But, I mean, this is just an insane... This was 2 years ago, saying Trump is an elderly man. An elderly man? An elderly man?
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know. Macho man, yeah.
Young, vibrant man right there. Donald Trump. I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I know you're probably going to be sad, ladies and gentlemen, that we didn't get this. I'm sorry that we didn't get this right here.
You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke.
Oh. Good Lord. Are you kidding me? Every time I hear it, it's worse. Every time. John Murdoch for $200. 199 plus 1 to celebrate our win. Yay, Trump. Let's freaking go. Holy crap. Thank you for the proper 199 plus 1. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember this video? Krista, are you here? Can you come in here?
Yes.
All right. I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is from 2016. Okay. This is right up your alley. Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen this, Krista?
No. Is this supposed to be a commercial?
It's like it's a big viral video on YouTube. It had like tens of millions of views. It was made in 2016. Everybody loves Trump. Everybody loves Trump.
That is amazing. I wish that he would have played that for one of his like campaigns.
What? I'll never I'm obviously a huge fan of Trump. His ability to connect with so many people in so many different ways. I'm never gonna fully understand it. You know what I mean? It's so wild. He's a once in a lifetime individual. It just is. He transcends everything that is normal. It's wild. So, but yeah, there you go. Anyway, I had to show that one to you,
Love it.
Krista. I figured. Hey, did you see this? Did you see that video I sent you last night with the
Which one?
Trump
There were so
supporters
many.
singing?
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah. So this is what Donald Trump does to the country and to the culture right here. This was at his press conference. This is awesome, man. That's the Trump effect right there. That's what he's
Trump supporters in a nutshell. Then you get
Yeah.
people like Mark Hamill who think we're demons or something.
Yep. Well, Mark Hamill is a demon. So, I mean, he really is. Mark Hamill is a demon.
You get Joe Biden calling us like trash people, garbage people.
Yep. That's the Trump effect right there, man. And that's what he has done. Look at here, right here.
Speaking of Mark Hamill, have we heard anything back yet?
Look at that. So, Trump and Elon hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. Look at there. That's
true.
That's fantastic. I mean, that right there, I'm still blown away that we have a Trump-Elon team now that's going to be running the United States of America and handling business. This is insane. RFK, J.D. Vance, Vivek, Tucker Carlson. The list goes on and on. Tulsi, like, it's just crazy amount of people, man.
People finally woke up.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
what happened. 2020. We had to go through it to get here. And it paid off.
It's unbelievable. So this is going to be a special 4 years. She's either going to run for governor of California or president again in 2028, says Eric Daughtry. I don't think so. Listen, Kamala Harris is not going to run for president again. She's just not. That's not happening. I am interested to hear what these guys have to say really quick.
Marino, along with Judge Janine Pirro, Jessica Tarlov.
I want to hear what Gutfeld and
It's 5 o'clock in New York City. I bet
Waters
you're
have to
sick of
say.
seeing me. This is the 5. So it is being called the biggest political comeback in American history. President-elect Trump is on his way back to the White House. Earlier, he flipped Michigan, completing his sweep of the 3 blue wall states. And Trump is leading in other key battlegrounds that are still too close to call. Republicans are already set to take control of the Senate, and the Fox News Decision Desk estimates that the GOP has a slight edge in the House as well, as states continue to count ballots. Here's the president-elect speaking about his landslide victory.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good.
And And that will make a big difference. I have spoken a lot, so I'm going to give all of these lovely people who we want to hear from a chance to talk about the victory. Almost a red wave. You could call it, this is the red wave you've been waiting for?
It's a red wave.
I predicted the last time.
It's a red
I was talking
wave.
About this election.
Yeah, right. It's a slow roll to the wave.
No,
So I spoke to my mom.
It's a red wave. It is an undeniable red wave. He's won the popular vote by over 1%, which is something a Republican hasn't done in 20 years. He's won the Electoral College by over, I don't know, he's going to clear 300, probably like 312. House and the Senate potentially are going to be. It's a red fucking wave. Undeniable.
This morning.
How's she
and
doing?
She was very upset.
Okay.
And I told her it's like the lyrics to that great song. You can't always get what you want, but sometimes if you try, you get what you need.
Well, I love the Who.
Yeah. And the country needed Donald Trump back in office because the Democrats had gone crazy. Let's think about how crazy they had gone. They were flying Venezuelans into the country and then just putting them in cities.
Bro.
Now, when they started doing that, I started to think,
Barron is going to be a megastar. Look at this guy. Look at this dude, Barron. He's like 18 years old, and he's just sitting there. He looks so mature. He's so focused. He's not really like, he's not letting the moment get the, he's standing there with confidence. This dude, like, I underplayed a lot of it. I really did, because I saw a lot of people memeing on the whole Barron thing, but like the more that you've kind of like heard people that have had interactions with him, everybody's obsessed with this kid. It's crazy. It's if he chooses to, because there is a high possibility that the dude doesn't even want to be involved in a lot of this stuff. But he's standing front and center right there, and he's towering over his dad. This dude's set up to be a megastar if he wants it.
they are going to lose. They started making genders up and started putting windmills all over our beaches. They started printing money, giving it to Detroit. They'd open up factories in Mexico to build these stupid cars nobody wanted. They started emptying prisons. So you're looking at this stuff, and they're going crazy.
Lord Barron,
then
king
they're
of the
telling
internet.
Everybody everything's great. And Joe Biden's fine. Joe Biden's falling down. He can't remember where he is. And they weren't even good at the cover-up. Remember, my daughter Gigi, when she hides, she goes like this, and she thinks you can't see her. That's how bad the cover-up was, because it was just so blatant. And then
That's very true.
They're telling you he's great, and then Donald Trump wins because he told the truth. And he listened to the American people. It's not that hard. He listened, he told the truth, and they just lied. They said everything was great, borders secure, you're doing fantastic, and people just got sick of it. He is now going to be president during some great times. He's going to be president during the 250th anniversary of this country.
That'll be a party.
He's going to be the president during the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, the World Cup. So we're going to get everybody together.
And I don't know, I don't keep up with the Supreme Court that much, but do we have any Supreme Court justices that are going to be, that are old enough that may have to step down? Is he going to have any, is there any potential Supreme Court picks that he's going to have opportunities to have? There may be two. Okay. If Trump is able to get two, because how many did he pick in his first term? Did he get, was it 2 or 3 in his first term? Was it 2 or 3? I can't remember. He got 3 in his first. So that means if Trump gets 2, that means he's going to have 5. Holy crap. That's incredible. That, I'm just going to say it. I don't talk about religion a lot. But I'm just telling you right now, I look for tangible things that I can point to. God is clearly guiding this man. I 100% believe that. I undeniably believe that. Undeniably. With everything he's been through, he has to have a higher power involved, man. Has to.
I hope we can get things straightened out for this country. And it's a good day. It's morning in America again. It was beautiful. It was sunny. And I spent a lot of time outdoors.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dan.
All right, let's go to Judge Janine.
Well, you know, they told us that he was unqualified to be president. And they tried to prove it over and over again by impeaching him and then indicting him and then convicting him. And by the way, did you notice in the last month, no Democrat has been saying, and he's been guilty. Well, he was found guilty of 34 felony counts. They knew that the American people didn't buy it. So in spite of all the things they threw at him, he won the popular vote, the electoral vote, and then they said, you know, he's got to unify America. The way I saw it last night, when he came out on that stage, America was behind him. 77 million Americans were behind him. They were +7 in the blacks, +6 in the Hispanic community, +10 in the youth community, and +2 in women. These were people who believed in him in spite of everything that they threw against him. And, you know, Americans didn't feel at home in America. They were told that we have to have drag queen story hour for your children in school. And they were told that, you know, if your kids want to transition, you know, we don't really have to tell you about that. And by the way, everybody coming through that border, you know, we're vetting them when they weren't. And we had murders and rapes and sexual abuse because they didn't do their job. Forget about the fact that we're a sovereign nation. But when you open the doors, at least check out who they were. And it was over and over again, crimes being committed, letting them out of jail. And don't underestimate COVID. There was a COVID carryover in this vote. None of us forget what it was like when you couldn't go to church and you had to be 6 feet apart, and we couldn't talk about it because they got rid of our First Amendment rights. And it went on and on. And this was an America that said, we don't buy into it. I'm not into this privileged stuff. All my friends are black and Hispanic, and my family is this color and that color. We don't see race the way they did. And they voted for that man.
Big time.
That's
In
right.
2020, Biden said, I'm the normal candidate, like return to normal. And in a way, I feel like Donald Trump did that this time because the left had gone so far left. He said we could return to some common sense policies here. And he won so big in the Electoral College and the popular vote that now the Democrats don't know what to complain about.
It's a good point. You know, they went from a Diddy party to a pity party. And you're absolutely right.
That's all. I knew I wanted to hear what he had to say. Holy shit.
What's great about last night is that it was definitive. No matter who wins, be happy that it was kind of resolute and it was quick.
Yes.
There's really no gray area here, where either side can call out one thing or another. The American people went from wanting something to deciding something. There wasn't and I'm not sure if this is working. I'm not sure what I want to do. It was, we know it's time. We have to do something. And you guys mentioned all the reasons why. But it is like leaving a bad relationship. People take years to get out of a bad relationship. They make excuses for it. And they go like, I don't know if I should go. And you want to go, but you don't. But then there's that time when you decide. And you say, this is it. And I think that was what was going on last night. I felt like it was like, that's why today, when you're walking around, it's so calm outside.
People are quiet. Yeah.
It's really quiet because, sometimes a really solid loss is good for you because then you yourself can move on. It's why I was grateful Trump went in campaign to New York just to get more votes. You may not get the Electoral College, but you got maybe a couple 100,000 votes. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I love how the media hacks are saying how the history will look back at this moment.
Hey, I got to pause it just for a minute. This is huge, actually. GOP source in Arizona. Kari Lake has a 60 to 70% chance of victory now, given the outstanding ballots. If true, wow, just wow. That will be fucking insane if that happens, and I hope that it does because I love Kari Lake. It sucks that she's had such a struggle to get recognized as a candidate. But if that's the case, and again, this just, it's just a source, GOP source, so I don't know if we can take that as gospel, but I really hope we can get Kari Lake in because she is awesome. And I don't really understand, how she doesn't connect with people on a bigger scale because she's just fantastic. She's good looking, she's well-spoken, she's dedicated to MAGA and Trump. She doesn't back down. I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand why she's not more popular. I mean, she is a popular person. I'm saying as a candidate, for some reason, she doesn't connect with people as on the level you would hope for. But hopefully that's true.
To make sense of this night, and their favorite phrase is, books will be written. Books will, no, you're not getting out of it that easily. You're not going to leave it to the historians or just hacks like you, but 30 years later. You have to self-reflect now, or you will never learn. You have to figure out, how did you miss this? You have to figure out, could it be you? It can't be 70 million racists. You know, Scarborough calling black and Hispanic men racist. You know, it's like, maybe it's you, Scarborough. Maybe it's not America. You know, and I came up with this phrase, you know, you can't get bees with vinegar. What do you say to that?
That's fascinating.
Yes, yeah, it's better with honey. I find it that the media Democrat complex being so shocked and surprised that people react negatively to being treated poorly.
Yeah.
If you call everybody names, racist, sexist, transphobic, they're going to become euphobic.
I got to show this one really quick. So this is I could never stand Jacksepticeye. He's a massive YouTuber. He's got like 25 million subscribers or 35 million or some shit. Maybe he's got more. And I'll never forget in 2020, he celebrated when Trump lost in 2020. He celebrated. And here he is now crying because Trump won. I cannot stand this dude, man. He is pathetic.
Just woke up and saw the news. I really thought she had it. I can't believe people would rather vote for a talking blistered hemorrhoid.
Yeah. Cry yourself to sleep, you beta cuck. I can't stand this guy, man. I really can't stand him.
And then you look at their negative behavior and go, see, they are racist. No, we just don't like you anymore. So I would love to see some self-reflection. I do a lot, as you know, I do a lot of self-reflecting all the time. And I know that people are going to say we should show some grace and be humble. It's hard to be humble and graceful to people that call you a Nazi. I'm doing my best. It's hard to believe that they're calling for a peaceful transition after calling everyone misogynist, racist, speciest, fascist, convicted felon, you know? But I'm going to try. But I'm doing a little gloating.
The historians better hurry. Because
Yes,
remember, Michael Beschloss said on MSNBC that if Trump wins, the historians will be banned.
I already imprisoned one in my basement.
Jessica, you've had some time to reflect as well. We had some comments from you throughout the 24 hours.
Does anybody really care?
Right now.
I am here, living unburdened by what has been and with the promise of the future. Congratulations to President-elect Donald Trump and to those of you at the table who were supportive. I think that there have been a good amount of Democrats who have understood what this was, which was not only a repudiation of the Biden administration, which Vice President Harris.
So you guys remember the cringy, like, we did it, Joe bullshit from Kamala Harris back where she called Joe, we did it, Joe, we did it. You guys remember that? It all comes full circle. It all comes full circle, baby. Bam! We did it, Joe. There it is right there. Let's go. Let's freaking go. That's it right there. You gotta love it right there. You gotta love it. Oh, this is so beautiful. The greatest story ever
the way
told.
The Democratic Party has been doing business the last two cycles. And a lot of the lessons that should have been learned from Hillary Clinton's loss were not learned now. And the 2020 election was an aberration election because it was a COVID one. And I think that you're right, Judge, about this being leftover from COVID, but not about people thinking about lockdowns, but about inflation. That was one of the residues of all of this, and that telling people, well, now it's 2.5%, so you should be thankful for that, is not enough when their necessities still cost more. The 70% on the wrong track, those are on almost impossible threshold to surmount. But I've been thinking about this kind of in two buckets, that we had policy failures and we had personality failures. So policy failures, I think particularly on the cost of living, inflation, and especially on the border, and that there was never a good answer for that. And I'm not saying it would be impossible to have made the gap, certainly she would never have been on top, but we could have made the gap smaller on that by just being an honest broker about what happened. What was the rationale for pulling back a lot of Trump's executive actions and not doing anything? And then on personality failures, there was a prison guard who was being interviewed this morning, voted Clinton, Biden, now Trump. Why? Well, I don't think that the party thinks good things about me. I don't think that the party...
Memers are way too fast. Memers are the best. MAGA memers are undefeated. MAGA memers are way too good at this, man. Way too good.
He thinks that I'm a decent person.
Yep.
And when you constantly harp on, and I am guilty of this myself, well, the college educated, well, what is that saying about everyone who doesn't have that kind of degree? And now it's not just white working class, and Bernie Sanders released a scathing statement about all of this, but it's now black working class and Latino working class.
It's just the working class.
Right.
That's right.
But it's, so lots to think about. I think it does, though, come down to 47% thought she was too progressive, while only 32% thought he was too conservative.
And don't forget that the administration played Gigi on immigration every day from the podium and from the at the White House and Department of Homeland Security. Secretary Mayorkas said the border is closed. And you'd ask Bill Melugin, any other reporters down there with you at the border? Not a single one. And they paid a price.
And you know what? It really is to Fox's credit that Bill Melugin was down there, because nobody else was talking about it.
Yep, and Griff Jenkins, let's give him a little credit.
Yeah, Griff too.
Griff and everybody else that was down there. All right.
Like I've said so many times, there it is. A New Hope in 2016. The Empire Strikes Back. And then Return of the Maga King. So I will never take credit for things that I hear from somewhere else. I honestly can't remember if I heard that from somewhere else or if I said that first. I honestly don't remember. But did you guys hear anybody else say that before me? I could have. Somebody else could have. Or maybe I said that you'll have to go back if I know enough people will remember it, but maybe I said I saw someone else see it, because on the internet you see like all of these things, and sometimes it just kind of goes into your subconscious and then you repeat it later. So Sargon said it first. Is that right? Okay. Sargon's awesome. So, but I know I've been saying it for a long time. I know that. Let me see. I saw Tim Young say it, but it was after I heard you say it, says Jessica. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Matt Jarbo said it. How's he coping today? How's he coping today? The Cope has been great to watch. I've been really enjoying the Cope. Let's see. Trump saved us twice, says End Wokeness. That is true. Let's see here. Yeah, there's just there's so much information that's out there right now, and we'll see. I am doing a gaming stream tonight, so keep that in mind. So we'll be hanging out over on my D-Day Cobra Gaming channel. I'm going to read some super chats really quick. Catch up while we're doing this. So we've got a Samuel B for 50. He says, I woke up this morning after 3 hours of sleep with the biggest smile on my face. Last night's Cobra Cast was the most fun I've had in years. Thank you, Jeremy, for everything you do and for all these amazing streams. We won. P.S. You're a fig. Listen, I thank you guys so much for all the feedback you're giving me on last night's Cobra Cast. I am actually blown away by it. The amount of... I've gotten so many messages. So many people have been saying stuff on like the Geeks Gamers Daily today. a lot of you really enjoyed the stream, and I give a ton of credit to the panel and my crew for making that stream happen. We had a lot of fun, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I really do. That's all I care about, is you guys, the audience, enjoying what we do. So Doug B for 100 says, best intro ever. Trump doesn't need to do anything except appoint the best attorney general to go after these see you next Tuesdays. I agree 100%. Kira says, I feel like we've just woken up from a bad dream and I feel dazed. That's exactly how I felt this morning. Joe Biden for 50. Thank you, Joe Biden. The letter read, that's what the super chat is. Listen, I'm glad we listened to Joe. I'm glad we listened to him, okay? Joe tried to tell us, and clearly we, the American people, listened.
Because we cannot cannot win this re-election. Excuse me, we can only re-elect Donald Trump.
That's right. Thank you, Joe. Hey, Joe was right. We appreciate you, Joe. I mean, seriously, think about this. What is his legacy? What is Joe Biden's legacy? What is it? The man has no legacy. He has nothing. Where is he at right now? And you know what the greatest thing is right now? You know what the greatest thing is? Right now, on this date, November 6th, 2024, we actually do have a president. We have someone that's actually in charge of the United States of America right now. Now, yes, he's president-elect, but let's just be real. If something happened right now overseas, they're not calling Joe Biden and they're not calling Kamala Harris. You know who they're going to call. You know who is going to be dealing with any issues right now. Because they respect him around the world. They respect him everywhere. And they know. We need to get on the phone with Trump because he's the only one we need to deal with right now. Valiant Renegade, still waiting on my check for last night. Who is Valiant Renegade again? I don't even remember him being on there. Krista, can you check to see who Valiant Renegade is? I didn't have him on the list. So see if we can figure out who that guy is. I don't know who that guy is, so we'll figure him out, though. Yeah, hey, buddy, Valiant Renegade. We'll get with you, buddy. We'll look you up and we'll figure it out. Peter Darker for 50 says Trump wins deep state. Alexa, why did you start playing Nessun Dorma? Bang in Minecraft, of course. Are you like, what is the Trump thing? Is there something I'm missing with that? Like Trump, like that was a thing that the left called him. What was that? Donald Trump for, like there was something to do with like his previous family name or something like that. What was it? Wasn't there something to that? Yeah, the way that Norm spelled it right there. John Oliver is his original surname. Is that what it is? Original German surname. Okay. So they were trying to make that a thing, and John Oliver is who kind of really got that ball rolling, if I'm understanding that, right? Because I didn't know, like I knew that was a thing, but I didn't know like where it came from and all of that. So I had no idea. So, is Oliver still alive? Yeah, I'm not. So John Oliver claimed it was his original German family name. Got you. I remember having a conversation with someone about it years ago, but I guess I just didn't pay a lot of attention to it. Because I do remember having a conversation with someone about it that hated Trump, and I was a Trump supporter. This is a friend of mine, and but I didn't know the details of it. So let's see where we are. We've got Master Gawa for 50 It says Kamala is proof you don't always win when you fight. With the power of Vivian James, we helped the Don keep a woman down. They are going to claim Gamergate 2 was behind this. So let's own it. Proclaim our victory. Trail out trailer. Palate cleanse time. Okay, trail out trailer. Let me pull this up right now. Let's see. Trail out trailer. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh, this is from 2 years? How do I not know about this? 2 years ago? Oh, this is 6 months out. Trail out X... Let's see. I have not seen this game, so we're going to watch this really quickly. So here we go right here. Okay. So it's like an arcade racer. Oh! This looks really good.
Try? Watch me, kiddo.
This looks really good. Frank Woods eliminated. Damn, it's got a lot of modes. If the handling on the cars is good, this game could be really fantastic. The concern is always like, what's the actual handling on the cars like? Let me turn this down to 720 just so we can make sure it's not too... but this looks fantastic. Yes, it is a lot like Burnout. I always talk about Split Second. Split Second's a fantastic arcade racer as well. Yeah, this looks really good. Wonder what the multiplayer's like, online multiplayer. Yeah, this looks really good. Twisted Metal vibes. I like it. I'm gonna have to check this one out. So thank you for letting me know about that. I will certainly be looking into that one. So good stuff indeed. Let's see. Thank you for the 50. Twisted Metal meets Midnight Club. Yeah. I did see this right here. Vladimir Putin confirms his readiness to begin negotiations with U.S. President-elect Donald Trump. Putin's going to fall right in line, and Trump's going to end all of this nonsense immediately. Hamill tweeted? No way. Did Mark Hamill tweet? Let's see here. Where's my... As I tagged him yesterday. Oh my God. They say we get the leaders we deserve. Either way, either that has just been disproven, or this is not the America we thought we were living in. Oh, fuck off, Mark Hamill. I'm about to respond to this cocksucker. Let's see. Mark Hamill, you fucking bitch. Let's see. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna say you're pathetic. Donald Trump is Donald Trump is an American hero. American hero. He's a bigger movie star than you ever were. Deal with it. Deal with it. There we go. You're pathetic. Donald Trump is an American hero. He's a bigger movie star than you ever were. Deal with it. There we go. Seems a bit petty. You're goddamn right I'm petty about it. No. Fuck that. If you're looking for somebody to be classy, go watch Tim Pool. Okay? Go watch somebody else. I'm a petty douchebag. Fuck Mark Hamill. Fuck Hollywood and fuck every celebrity that sit there and took a paycheck to sit there and promote this evil bitch for president. Fuck them. Classiness gets you no fucking where with these pieces of shit. Taking the high road gets you nowhere with these pieces of shit. Fuck Mark Hamill. Fuck Hollywood and fuck every celebrity that sat there and took a paycheck from this evil bitch. Fuck them. End of discussion. No sympathy for these motherfuckers. None. So there you go, right there. There we go. All right. So anyway, by the way, other than that though, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Got the Peter Darker 50 right there, Krista. We've got Josh Boss for a 4547. Been following you since The Last Jedi. I feel so proud to be an American today. It is not over yet. However, Congress is not called and could be tight, but now I feel amazing. Absolutely. Thank you, Josh Boss. And by the way, I say that about Hollywood because I know firsthand. I know. Because I gave Zack Snyder the benefit of the doubt, and it bit me in my ass. Never again. Again, as long as you learn from your mistakes, they're not mistakes. They're learning opportunities. And I learned to never give Hollywood the benefit of the doubt, ever. You never, ever, ever give them the benefit of the doubt. Because they will always turn on you the moment that it can benefit them. I had private conversations with Zack Snyder. I told him how controversial I was. I told him I was an anti-Hollywood channel. I told him that there was going to be a lot of negativity. And he dismissed it in a nice way. But he's like, it's okay, bro. I got it. No problem. I've dealt with negativity before. And he couldn't fucking deal with it the moment that his wife got mad, and then Warner Brothers got involved because Geeks and Gamers was involved with this, charity auction we were trying to do for the Snyder Cut. So he, of course, threw us under the bus publicly the moment he could. So it's what it is. You live and you learn. Fuck Hollywood. Norm Al Man for 20. We've been spending most of our lives living in an Amish paradise. I churned butter once or twice living in Amish paradise. It's hard work and sacrifice living in an Amish paradise. Thanks to the Amish for turning up. Absolutely. And I saw Elon tweeted that out yesterday, and I didn't understand the context until later. And then I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. So that was pretty cool. Z Herb says, gotta be, where are we at? Gotta reap the salt. What the hell? It's like the thing of beauty. Wish we got things like Mark Hamill quoting Twitter anyway. Amazing outcome. People who cried fair and free election in 2020 now calling it rigged. Yep. Hey, that's how it is. That's how it is. And they're gonna... They could call it rigged, by the way. They can say whatever they want. Guess what, though? We couldn't. We weren't allowed. So now, does Elon take the same approach that Jack Dorsey took? Does Elon ban anyone on Twitter for saying that the 2024 election is rigged? Maybe everybody that says the 2024 election is rigged on Twitter should be banned on all platforms. Just saying. Game Boy Nitro says, hey, Jeremy, I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done. You're one of the first people who opened my eyes to all the mainstream media crap spews. Thanks for continuing to fight when things used to be against you. Trump 2024. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. You guys are, again, the only reason I'm able to do this is because of all of you. So thank you sincerely. Jeff Hill, I got that one. Krista. Valiant Renegade, just woke up. Anything happened today? Valiant in the house, my boy. Warren Smith says, all I hear is a liar speaking when Kamala was up there. 100%. Slap the Bass says, anyone on the left saying that they're the party of joy clearly have not watched Jeremy react to their misery. Congrats, brother. You've been killing it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Echo Base Network for 20 says, is it true that all the states that Camel Toe Harris won don't require voter ID? Great coverage last night. I absolutely loved it. Thank you. I can't speak to that. I don't know specifically because I'm not sure what it is state by state, so I'm not sure. Dorkman 20K over on Rumble for 50 says, last night's election gave me so much testosterone. I woke up with a beard on my ball sack with Trump's fist sticking out. Let's go. Benny said it too. Really? Okay. I'll have to look into that one. Maga King, go, let's go for 50. Says, many thanks to my fellow Americans who voted for truth, reason, and love for this country. Looking forward to the Trump 2.0 term and the amazing people he will place into his cabinet and other offices will do for us. Let's see. Make America great again. Make America safe again. Make America healthy again. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, shit. I'm still on this. Yeah, screw him. Anyway, let me go back to... I did put this up too. Scrolling Twitter today. That's pretty much it right there. Scrolling Twitter today is just like this right now. It's great, man. It's great to watch it. Great to watch the meltdowns. I've been loving every single second of it. Where did I leave off? Golden Nuggets. The funeral was more emotional than I thought, but I got home and found the result. Congrats to Trump and America, and thanks for the coverage. Golden Nuggets, prayers for you, brother. So sorry to hear that, man. You've had a tough run the last year, man, so you're always keeping us updated here. So Golden Nuggets, prayers up for Golden Nuggets in the chat, if he's still here. Hope you're still here, brother. Doug B. Says, alien cannon for AG, in my opinion. Mac Jerry says, the wind of change is flowing. There's excitement in the air. It's beautiful and magical. The happy train's on track because America is back. I had 2 super chats unread last night, Sniffles. I've got them all logged, okay? I've got them all logged. It's just, there's so many, and I will get to them, though. Largo Guide for $9.99 says nothing. Thomas Levy says that no worries about taking your time with the meltdown video. To quote Toy Story 2, you can't rush art. Thank you for all you do with President Trump. I can't wait for Alina Habba as press secretary. Dark Obsidian says, I want to apologize. I did not watch your stream last night. I was watching Crowder's stream, but I will watch it in sometime tonight. Dude, no apologies necessary. Crowder probably had phenomenal coverage last night. And ultimately, man, there was a lot of people that had a lot of coverage. Larry says your super chat isn't big enough. And yet I read your free chat right there, Larry. Look at there. Isn't that how that works? Yeah, I mean, ultimately there was a lot of people that had really good coverage, and I don't blame anybody for not watching, for choosing another stream, but I'm glad that people were here, but I totally understand watching a different stream. Marmillan says, here you go, Jeremy, telling the chat how hard his life is with his social battery. Please, chat, help a poor fig out. I know it. The old guard says, your coverage was better. I had the Crowder stream open at the same time. Well, I appreciate that, but I am sure Crowder's coverage was really good. I'm sure it was. Sam Bear says today was a good day. Let's go. Eric F says Trump needs to have Alex Jones reveal all the files for the Epstein, JFK, and literally every conspiracy he's ever predicted. It would destroy the internet. Also, thank you for your 2024 coverage. Thank you. I appreciate it. G for 10 says Jeremy Nancy Pelosi promised Kamala the governorship of California if she ran instead of Joe. Kamala's main job was to protect the House and Senate seats, but she failed. That's interesting. That's an interesting theory right there. That's a very interesting theory. I haven't even heard that one. I'm sure that was being discussed, though. Okay. Saturn Dreaming of Mercury says, fight had a better ring to it when it came out of Trump's mouth. 100%. Jeff Hill says, this is comedy gold to watch these meltdowns that these liberals are having. Ray Money says, this criminal is finally unburdened by what has been. She looks like she's had a fifth of Paul Mason already. I wonder what she smells like right now. GTE says, we've been unburdened by what has been. Cash says, the light she mentioned was her memory of the backlight when Willie's car door opened. Maddening says, just stopping by. Incredible that these people don't underestimate how elections work. Their candidate lost. Suck it up. Better luck next time. You did this to yourself. Rose Marie says, OMG, thank you for the dance montage. God bless America. I'm 67 years old and can safely move forward. That's what I'm talking about right there. The Bob the God Made says, the new lefty script is out. They're going to be talking about Trump's fake populism while they cope. It would pity them, but they kicked me out of restaurants for not having, and then it cuts off. Probably the jab. Here we go. For not having a shot. Never forget. Got it. Okay. Yeah, it cut off a little bit there. By the way, here's what's funny about the whole thing, and this is what this is the message I think everybody should take from this. The truth of the matter is, think about this. Donald Trump's presidency would be over right now if the left wouldn't have fucked with him. It would be over. Done. Donald Trump's presidency would have ended yesterday. I know, like, officially it would have been January, but, like, it would be done. This would be a celebration of a new candidate, whether that be on the Republican or Democrat side. But because they had to fuck with him and they had to fuck with us, they get 4 more years of the Maga King. And not only that, it's 4 more years of the Maga King on steroids now. Like, it used to, they were just going to get 4 more years of what we had 2016 to 2020, which was a great 4 years, phenomenal 4 years. They created this. They did this to themselves. They did it. There you go. You get what you deserve right there. You get what you deserve. So I don't feel sorry for him at all. Daily Donkey Salty Dabs says, check out Kim Clement's prophecy on Trump. It's from 2007. I think I might have seen that one. I'm not sure, though. Munchy Ninja says, someone check out my Puerto Rican brother, Angry Joe. Oh, boy. Joe, I have not talked to Joe about it. Like, we only talk a little bit here and there, but I wonder how he's holding up. Maybe I'll shoot him a message. Tank Maker says, Kerry Lake is in Arizona, where we are swamped with Democrats leaving failed socialist trash heaps and voting for the same thing, expecting a new result. I hope she can pull it off, man. I hope she can. Spartan89 says, I hope Trump makes 4 phone calls today. 1 to Zelensky, 1 to Putin, 1 to Mexico, and 1 to Mark Hamill to make sure he's okay. Oracle of Doom for 4724. Been hanging with you. Been hanging with you day 1 of Cobra Cast. 199 have become brothers and sisters to me. The great Cobra Commander kept it real, worked his ass off, kept the faith. This day is ours. A great vindication for all freedom lovers. Hey, man, thank you. That really means a lot. I never did this again, I've said this 1,000 times to the people that have watched me a lot. I don't do this to be recognized. I don't care to be recognized by the Trump campaign or the Trump family or big time conservative people. I don't give a shit about any of that. I really don't. I mean, if I get to know people genuinely or if things happen organically, that's fine. But I like the world I'm in and the bubble I'm in of people and supporters. And I'm very, very content with where we are. I'm just happy Trump's back in office, man. That's really all I wanted. And that's all that mattered to me. And to see this play out the way it has for everyone involved has been pretty great. And I think that America's in for a great 4 years. I love where I live. I love the country. I love, what it stands for. I stand against endless wars. I am of the mindset, and of course, I'm just a regular guy, but I just use common sense to things. And with the United States of America, with the power that the United States of America has, I firmly believe that the United States of America can stop almost any war from happening with the right leadership. And that's what Donald Trump proved. Donald Trump simply says, like, you fuck with them, we're going to destroy you. He can do that. With one phone call, he has the power. I think war is so completely unnecessary. And what we've learned is that war is just a big business for places like Halliburton. George W. Bush and the Bush administration, their endless wars was mainly just all it was for business and like retaliation for, what happened with George H.W. Bush. It's just disgusting, man. Like the United States military should be used in an absolutely like worst case scenario in terms of, going to war or something like that. It has to be like an unprecedented situation. But like you have all these warmongers that are just like, oh yeah, we have to go to war. War. Fuck you. And that's all it is. It's just a big business. That's all war is to these people. And Donald Trump changed that. He changed it completely, and that's what drives them crazy. He destroyed their multi-billion-dollar business. And you don't not upset some people when you do that. So, let's see here. Darth Tyro says that the Democrats, MSNBC, and other news outlets have been spreading hate and lies for 9 years. Donald Trump is going to bring safety, security, and peace to America. Let's make America great again. 100%. Thank you so much. Packing Proton says, I sat down at 6 p.m. yesterday, turned on CobraCast, trustworthy news network. Never a fart missed, and I didn't move until 2 a.m. Thanks, guys. Thank you. That's amazing. Prodown Beaver says, celebrating 3 months of sobriety, got my keys to my first house, and Trump got elected. It's a good day. Hail the chat. Had to share my happiness today. That is great. One more time. I'm reading that one again. Proton Beaver for 5, celebrating 3 months of sobriety, got my keys to my first house, and Trump got elected. It's a good day. Hail chat. Had to share my happiness. That is awesome, man. Congratulations. That is super, super cool. Let's see here. Eric K says, happy Freedom Day, everyone. Absolutely. UP says, pray for Trump and Vance. Pray for the losers. Pray for the peace being kept. Pray for the country. Christ is king, and we need him to help Trump. Absolutely. Well said. Master Gawa says, you said we could watch the trailer. Yeah, I did. And we did. I'm sorry. But yeah, you said we could watch the trailer. The Xbox one is better and easily findable on YouTube, or the default vid on Games Steam page is also great. Yes, and we did. And I'm actually very interested. So I'm going to be looking into that game. 100%. I love racing games. Love them. And thank you for the heads up on that. Jared Armstrong says the entire Kamala watch party is on PBS NewsHour YouTube channel if you want to find clips for the new intro. Noted. Thank you. We'll have to let Hailstorm know about that. Warbeer says Krista is shaking it so she doesn't get deported. John Kakoza says, let's go make Carne asada burritos, $5 again. Historic win. We will have our first coalition government of different political parties. Joe Bitt says, revenge of the MAGA. Disney, this is what you get for killing George Lucas Star Wars. Disney, one of the biggest corrupt donors of the DNC. That is true. That is true. Lucas says, Trump is a modern-day American legend. Jennels says, bro, I can't wait to see what Elon does when he opens the financial books or what they do with the FBI, CIA. Nima says, demand a Trump anime, my hero, Magadamia. Ira Brownwer says, congratulations to those that made the right vote yesterday. Also, no more political ads, win-win. Comics Dad says, to the tune of YMCA, we got to ask Jeremy, why are you gay? But for real, you did a great work and you're one of them. This doesn't happen without you, bro. I appreciate it. As long as you guys know that, that's all. I don't need anybody's, like, approval. Except for the people that watch. That's all I'm looking for. The internet's full of people that are just, like, always trying to latch on because they see opportunities to be latched on or whatever. And that's just not me, man. So Nandy says, hail chat and mods, we did it. Cellular Dream says, Dan Vask is gay. Tommy Clan says, apparently Obama and Big Mike have already fled the country. MAGA, excellent coverage last night. Hail the 199. Lethal Lightning stepdaughter from the bin says, oi, Jeremy, you got to give Krista a raise or adopt Moodang. Is that how you say it, Krista? Moodang for Krista? The great Moodang was only eating a Trump salad, and now they want to cancel her. Crazy. Joe Voss says, did you get your private time with Valiant last night? 45-47, God bless America. Yeah, Valiant takes the jokes too seriously. Like, he hit me up and he's like, hey, so are we supposed to, like, hang out? And I'm like, bro, it's a meme. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'm just joking. I'm like, are you sure you're just joking, Valiant? And I was like, bro, it's just a meme on the internet. We're just fucking around. And he's like, oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I knew it was a joke. Yeah. It's like, okay, just, you sure? Because seems like you're buying into the meme. Kevin Cron says the second great American age is here. Trump 47. I still cannot believe God kept his hand on us and told Satan he no longer has USA. Thank God. Yes, thank God. Let's see where we at. Star Wars of Stripe says, see you next Tuesday. Sparta Chris says the president-elect Donald J. Trump, not to be confused with Donald J. Harris, Kamala's father, so you better respect the office. Dorian says, let's see, Cackles got the vote total Sleepy Joe would have gotten without the special votes in 2020. John Papa Sergio says Kamala was review bombed. Yeah, I heard that. Valiant is not even here and getting roasted. That's CobraCast for you, man. That's how it is around here. Nandy says, don't feel guilty. You can't keep up with supers, Jer. After all, you're gay, so no expectations on our end. Where are we at right now? Eric K says, Jared does not read my supers. Mod lives matter. Sly Nurk, I think. Thank you, Jeremy, for getting me into Rumble streaming. Absolutely love it. LFG MAGA. Hey, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. 212th Trooper says, which rule would you rather live under? Kamala Harris or Super Earth? Super Earth. 100%. Easily. Andrew CR says, what does the 2024 presidential race and Willie Brown have in common? Kamala blew both. Ouch. Ouch. Lavistro says Kamala is used to being on her knees in submission. This will be easy for her to say, you win, Daddy Trump. D. Watt says, we did it. Philip Poole says, dude, did you see the CNN anchor Scott Jennings explain why why they lost? It was a huge punch in the face to all the CNN and the liberal media in general. I've seen so many clips, it's hard to keep up with which ones were which I did see several from CNN, though. Golden Nugget says, if I see any of the foul champagne socialist weirdos around where I live crying about Trump, I'm going to with the YMCA song. Hell yeah. Lavitra says, make list. Whoa. Now let's not become the left. Oh, fuck that. Make list of these damn celebrity fucks that vote that endorse Kamala Harris and fucking meme them and laugh at them forever. Fuck these motherfuckers. Absolutely make a list of the celebrities. I'm talking specifically celebrities, not just random everyday people. No. The celebrities. They want to be famous, make them fucking famous. Make them famous for being, simps for Kamala Harris. They need to never live that shit down. They were all paid off or bribed with the Diddy list. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Schrodinger's chat says, new live intro needs the Ride of the Valkyries of the theme for the theme music. Just saying, LFG. Jason Platten says, YMCA dance. Everyone in my watch party last night were doing the same thing. We are the party of joy. They are the party of violence. Absolutely. Sally Ito says, the salt must flow. Fig Nag says, Mark Hamill's pig Richard is shriveling up right now. Jason for 5 says, I heard a rumor from some fellow vets that Antifa is starting to spin up some stuff. Keep your eyes and ears open. Thank you. Delta Gold says, seeing the people who hate my guts mauled is the best feeling ever. MAGA, hail the 199. Jeremy's Eyebrow says, it's a good day to be a loyal MAGA patriot. D. Watt says, Elon by YouTube. Sam Uri says, no, the media expected a dump. Laura Trump stopped it. Mick Hammer says, been salting the libs all day in person on X. Justin Proper says, what is Geeks and Gamers? Well, I need to make videos for that channel, I'll tell you that much. Grand Potatoes Z-Tier says, Trump broke the blue wall. Phoenix Scribe says, Biden-Harris is what happens when you have incompetent leaders, and this election is absolutely one for the history books. Remember this well, man. Absolutely. Comics Dad says, AB is the new Iron Sheik of X. CTESPN is great hashtag. Ben Ryder says, Biden is going to resign. I'm calling it now. This will be epic and hilarious. Biden for 80 days. Eric K says, Nancy is drunk already. The Paladin Jock says, Jeremy out here crushing election coverage 4 more years of the 199. That boy says, Trump just won the popular vote. As a Republican, he already unified America. Dachi says, hopefully Trump's win will obliterate this garbage ideology called wokeness. By the way, what is your favorite Trump lingo? Mine is bigly. Man, like bigly is really good, obviously, but it's just overall his mannerisms are just funny as hell, man. I love this whole Elon rocket story that he just can't stop fucking telling. I really can't. It's so good. Let's see, Fledge Bigums says, Trump's job is to separate the wheat from the chaff. They reap what they sow. Warbear says, Team Gay Alabama Man. Curtis D of Montana says, am Peanut the White. I come back to you now at the turn of the tide. God bless President Trump. Gray Tiger Game says, you can tell me to go F myself all day long, mate. I'm a man. I can take it. Hey, that's what it's all about, man. Shit talking and having fun around here. That's how the 199 rolls. Andy Plays Games says Trump 2028. The Beef says thoughts on Nick Fuentes. I don't really care much. Like, I think he does a lot of trolling, and people walk right into it. And if you're good at trolling, you're good at it. And I think a lot of people walk right into his trolls a lot, and he gets a lot more attention. He's been deplatformed everywhere, so the more attention he can get on the platforms he's on is better for him. And I think that's it. I mean, I think he trolls a lot of people, and they walk right into it. He's really good at that shit. He's really good at it. February 14th says, CobraCast has grown so much. I bet there's people in this chat who don't know what Geeks and Gamers is. Congratulations on the constant dubs. It is crazy that that's true. That there probably are people that don't know about G&G. That is insane. Fubi says, dang, Kamala gained weight. Wait, who's that? Nerdy Neo says, what if Trump doesn't survive until Inauguration Day? I mean, there's obviously a concern for sure. Courtesy of Montana says Mark Hamill needs psychiatric help desperately. Bradley says, why have one? Ignore the press. They are the enemy. Axel Jensen says Carrie Lake for press secretary or border czar. Username classified Haba Babas for press secretary. Pork Chop Express says Valentina Gomez for press secretary. Curtis D says, I say Alex Jones for press secretary. Let's go. T. Ricky says, a wise man once said the salt must flow. Justin Proper says, so many propers, never forget. Dean H says, I'd like to see Kayleigh McEnany brought back as press secretary. She kind of stabbed Trump in the back, I think. I always liked Kayleigh McEnany, but I think she went for like the pro DeSantis side. And if that's the case, not really a fan of that. So, Dark Helmet says Poland conservative opposition chanted Donald Trump's name in Parliament after his win this morning. John Goat says you sound just like the Blue Beetle villain. Gerald Lamb says if Biden were to resign, Kamala would become the second person after Ford to be both president and VP without having been elected to either office. Woodsy says breaking news: Jeremy from mid-tier YouTube channel Geeks and Gamers to head the newly founded Department of Homosexual Relations. mid-tier YouTube channels, great. Fantastic Mr. Knox says her biggest mistake was to forsaken the middle class and the Christians. Her quips towards these people probably emboldened them to vote against Kamala. Excel Art says you can tell she's been crying. Warriors for Justice America has spoken. Kamala, you're fired. Hammer of let's see. Subtle, how do you say that? I don't know how to say it. Will we probably never see her past January? Hopefully. Jared Kano, Kamala, put your head down and get back to work. Aiken, keep fighting, keep dividing. Crapala. Darth Gravel says, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty we're free at last. Pirate of Las Vegas. Is she trying to talk like Obama? Insomniac says, I thought keep fighting were dangerous threats. It is when you're a Republican. East Coast Toasted Boy says, Camel Toe told me not to come back, and I came anyway from ripping the silverback, and Az made some based comments. We never had a 46. Trump is still 45. Grand Potatoes Z-Tier says, she's sounding like an insurrectionist. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, Harris will try to run for office again in 4 years. I doubt it. And even if she does, she won't make it past. She won't primary. Nobody's going to fucking vote for her. She will not even get close. She won't get close. So I hope she actually does. I hope she does try to run again, and she will get absolutely embarrassed, even worse than she did this time. Excel Arts. Gerald Armstrong says she supports God now. Didn't she say God is at the smaller rally? Yep, she did. Excel Art says looks like she's been crying. Can't hide it. Beyond all the makeup. Last super chat got removed, so I'm repeating. East Coast Toasted Boy says Az didn't say that. I'm just mentioning it. Got you. Geeks Gamers Highlight says all people while calling more than half the country every ist in the book. Dems painted themselves in a corner with no fraud narrative. The Raven and Writing Desk says, did you think Kamala is relieved that she lost? Maybe, because I think she knew she was going to lose. I think. The dog in him. Kamala, what about men's rights to be a father? Speedy the Unsilent says a whole lot of word salad. Grand Potato Z-Tier says she likes something hard, all right. Spartacus says she's calling for a civil war, telling supporters not to give up. Those are dangerous words. Saturn Dreaming of Mercury says this is a time for a Long Island cocktail. G-Man says, damn, this speech of her is longer than some of her rallies. That is true. Super Sentai Guy says she's trying to sound like Obama, but coming off like Obama if you got him from Wish. Pasta Fazoo says, I wish I was raised in a middle class and played it with grass. Alex McCarthy says, Kamala, roll up your sleeves and get on your knees. Fable of Man says, give me cancer now, God. Beach Lover, they cannot make memes, they cannot write movies, and they cannot write speeches. 100%, like spot on. Slick Rick says, America should be embarrassed. This woman got this close to presidency. The red tsunami washed over the land and cleansed it of incompetency. Think about that. She got that close to presidency, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. Dank says she is incredibly drunk. Unknown Jorge says, cringe yet somehow her best speech yet. Aiken says she's using words that don't resemble the Dems' term. Fantastic vs. Knox says Trump is the only one to beat who beat two in the elections. Probably two women. Is that what you mean? Kalioth says she called for riots, looting, and burning of America. K-Rex says fill the sky with the lights, pointing at the audience. Did she just low-key encourage a mass self-deletion of them right there and then? The Exalted Patriarch says any political violence between now and January 6th, Kamala just instigated it. Remember that. Remember, any political violence, it's her fault. She called for it, ladies and gentlemen. Samu Rai says she was so happy, couldn't wait to drop it like a habit. Shandog says Cobra Cast will be bigger, badder, bolder, roll tide. We'll see. We'll see. As long as people enjoy it, man. Insomniac says, how many times did she say that dangerous word? Eric K says California is fortifying Schiff. That is why it's slow. Lady Wendelin says California has been at 54% since last night. What the hell? Paul S. And the walking yeast infection is finished. 2020 has been, I don't know if what that means, repudiated. The Death Star exploded over Endor. And congrats to Cobra Cast and the 199 Vance Vivek 28. Taker says, what about Asian men? Did they get away with it? McHammer says, by the way, has anyone heard about Diddy lately? Grand Potatoes Z Tier says, Van Jones is definitely I don't know if it's back woman or black woman. It says back woman. A back woman who knows what it's like being talked down to. I think you meant black, but it says back. Marsh Cario says, screw Hollywood, screw the media, screw the Dems, because we are in the return of the Maga King. I'm happy I will have my life in my 20s, MAGA forever. I think the Maga King thing really needs to be pushed. Like, this is the, you know how we do like the eras for like wrestling and stuff like that? Like, this is the return of the Maga King. That really, we need to make that a thing. I'm going to have to tweet that out right now. All right, I'm about to tweet that out. It is Return of the Maga King. All right, so let me see. Let me get the God Emperor Trump really quick. That should auto-populate on Google, and it doesn't. God Emperor Trump does not. But let's see. That's pretty badass. Okay, here we go. Actually, there's a couple of pictures there, but yeah, I'm going with this one. So here we go right here. So this is the return of the Maga King, okay? The return. Or I'll just put return. Return of the Maga King. That's what this is. That's what this era is, okay? So there we go. Boom. Return of the Maga King. Bam. Tweeted. We got to make that a thing. All right? Return of the Maga King. All right. Kira says, do we know the first date of this dance since it was recorded? Was it before or after the presidency? What spawned it? Talking about the Trump dance? I'm not sure when he started that. I feel like he started that in the 2020 election, but I'm not positive. I feel like it was 2020 election, like the lead up and everything like that, but I can't be positive. There it is right there, though. Return to the Maga King right there. That's freaking badass. Look at him, man. He's about to fuck some shit up. So that's badass mofo right there. King Trump right there. Jared Armstrong says, how dare we say Merry Christmas? Big Daddy Land says, Kamala wanted everyone to be a hard art worker. You as Bates. I just had to make sure I'm not saying something that I shouldn't say on YouTube. That was a rough last night. That was rough last night, but I stayed full stream. I haven't seen a man beat a woman that bad since this year's Olympics. Red Tsunami, hail IDOTs. Let's see. The Admiral says, great job, D-Day Cobra. Only 1,200 more to go. You can do it. East Coast Toasted Boy says, the hell was that Asian acid trip? Fernando Boone. Everyone go show some love to Scott Pressler for his team delivering PA 199. Jeremy is a fig. Yeah, Scott Pressler is a fucking hero, man. An absolute hero. Greedo Gaming says, any word from Mark Hamill? Yeah, Mark Hamill did tweet. Let's see. Right there. Mark Hamill tweeted right here. So, just a fucking bitch. Damn, I got 3,000 likes. Look at that. You're pathetic. Donald Trump is an American hero. He's a bigger movie star than you ever were. Deal with it, Hamill. Deal with it, bitch boy. There you go. Hey, Krista, retweet that from my the CobraCast account. So, yeah, fuck Mark Hamill. He's a piece of shit. From Grego with love says 2025 is shaping up to be a great year. It will mark the return of Donald Trump to the presidency and a reunion to the best band. It's cut off, Krista, on that one. She'll fix it in a minute. There it is. A return of the best band of the 90s, Oasis. Oasis. Donut Fit says, I despised the people on our side for DeSimps write-ins and one-issue voters and now want Trump to unify. 100%. They're bitches. Let's see. Steve DeLeon says, Chris's voice is extra sickly today. Vice for 50 says, my sister has had threats to have her house burned down with her kids in it just because she voted for Donald Trump. The mental health crisis is still alive and well. That is very true. Very true. Lord Botha says, when the first polls closed, Trump jumped out to a 28-3 lead. Unlike Atlanta, he held on to it. Yes. Dank Promethea says, shooting my shot. Let me guest on Geeks and Gamers or 199. I'm an old man Republican gamer. Ha ha ha. Hey, the best way to do that is like, we're probably like the way I've met some of the people in the team is when they were like members of like our website, and this time it's going to be locals. So showing like support us on locals. We're gonna be playing gaming streams over there with our locals members. That's gonna be happening in the next week or two. Probably we're gonna start getting some of those Fortnite and Black Ops 6 lobbies, and then hopefully do some Mario Kart, bringing all that back. But locals is where it's gonna happen. So, let's see. Macon says this week's getting better and better. First, my BattleTech pledge finally shipped. Trump won, and now Alyssa Mercante got suspended on X. That's a pretty damn good day right there. Head down, getting work, says, you rang. Mark of Reality says, have any of the UK or Australian streamers asked to come on and talk about American election? I know they're watching. Not the US or us overseas. Not really. But I'm not going to break any confidential discussions I've had with people privately because I do respect people's privacy, but like I've had a few people that's reached out that's wanted to have streams with me, not necessarily about politics specifically, but just about overall things, and I just don't fucking trust a lot of them. I just don't. Like, yeah, I mean, I'll have a private conversation with people, but like, I don't need to make content out of these fucking losers. And I don't trust a lot of these people. These left-wing streamers, I don't trust them. I think that their whole goal is to try to get on a stream with somebody like me and do gotcha bullshit, you know? And it's just not really, I don't trust them. If I don't trust you, then there's no point for me to try to do anything on a stream with you. Listen, I learned my lesson with the Zack Snyder thing. I was very much 50-50 on that whole fucking thing, and I went against my gut, and it bit me in my ass. There was part of me that was saying, don't do this. This is probably not a good idea, but I was like, man, it's a great opportunity for the fan base and to celebrate a fan movement. And so since then, it's just like, I'm not looking to collab with any fucking body. I'm just not. If it happens naturally. But if somebody's like actively wants to talk to me, like, I just want to know, like, why do you support Trump? Fucking fuck off. I support Trump because he's the greatest fucking president of my lifetime, and you're a retard if you can't see that. If you're an American, I know you're talking about overseas people. I'm talking like American people, American streamers, and they're like, how can you support Donald Trump? You're a fucking retard if you're asking me that question. You're automatically disqualified from me taking you seriously if you ask me that question. You're automatically disqualified. Polish Prince says, I haven't seen a man beat a woman this bad twice since the Olympics. Valiant Renegade says, not even hearing getting roasted. Neil Nice says, big pharma #1 advertiser on TV. Banned pharma ads means every TV celeb is going to get pay cuts. Hail the 199. What's your P.O. box? Is the P.O. box in the description, Krista?
Say that again, please.
Is the P.O. box in the description?
It is, yes.
Okay, in the description, P.O. box is in there. That is a good point, though, Neil Nice. Let's see. Cart says, looking for signs a squirrel ran across the stage before the concession speech. I saw that. I saw everybody was talking about that, too. Let's see. Nerd Take says, God bless America and hail the 199. Taker says, the co-founder of Home Depot and GOP mega donor Bertie Marcus passed away just yesterday at 95. He held on for the Donald. Yep. Eric K says, what the fuck? Car, I don't even know. Nerdrotic, talk to your boy. God, I'm American. I don't know all this fucking Mexican shit. Okay? Day one, Doge must defend and disband the ATF. You know, all these motherfuckers come in our country and they fuck up our language. I'm supposed to worry about saying their words properly? Fuck that. Come in here and fuck up my words. I'll fuck up your words. Jupiter Knight says, got that one. Lean back, have a snack, take a nap. Says, with 1.5 million voters left to report in Arizona, Kerry Lake is now 60,000 behind. So you're saying there's a chance. Congratulations, Jeremy, on a great stream. Let's see here. Mr. Rip Terra says, Trump won big last night, and it was glorious watching all the liberal tears. Thank you for all you do from Northwest Indiana. Let's go. Let me see. NDI says, I like Angry Joe. He has good content. His rating scale is the best, but it's funny because he's pretty based but doesn't know it. Love Gay Remy, more no hobo. Let's see. Eric F says, Barron is the real life. Let's see. I don't know how to say that. Down with the deep state empire. Dean H says, I can't help but wonder who the GOP would have run yesterday if Trump won in 2020. DeSantis would have 100%. It would have been DeSantis. Not even a question, in my opinion. Canadian Turtle says, I made a Donald Trump anime opening. I was hoping you could watch it sometime, Jeremy. Yes, just send it to me on Twitter or Locals if you're over there. So let's see. Alabama education system, pretty much. Ivy Lion says, no one was happier than Kamala Harris lost than Kamala Harris. Bradley says, Trump is president. New York is closer to purple. And today I put money on Pepsi machine for one cold one, and it gave me 2 Pepsis. Let's go. Albert Not a Retro says, these aren't liberals. They're leftists. I'm a lib and despise the Marxist garbage. Please don't confuse us with them. Luca says, I couldn't stop jerking to that cuck Destiny's Meltdown. My hands hurt and my Johnson had rope burns. Let's see. Brady says, I was watching Kirsha last night, but my mom watched you last night. Yeah, Kirsha's doing great coverage as well. Absolutely. Forlorn Muse, is that what that says? I've been watching since long before the start of Cobra Cast. Thank you for keeping me sane through all of this. I appreciate you. Thank you. The sheet we have does kind of push some of these, and this is, don't tell Beardo I told you this, okay? Don't tell Beardo, because fuck him, okay? But the spreadsheet we use, it does kind of push letters together, and it's kind of hard to make out some of the words sometimes. Don't tell Beardo I told you that, though. Roast him, okay? Nico Lex says, we did it, America. I have hope again. Is that the bottom of the sheet right there, Krista?
Yes.
Holy shit, we're at the bottom of the spreadsheet?
You went the wrong way, too. You were supposed to go all the way down, but you went to the left.
Why are you yelling at me?
Why are you going to the left, Jeremy?
Why are you yelling at me?
Why are you going to the left?
Why are you being mean?
Expose him.
Let's see. Corzo says, bro, that Mark Hamill rant deserves a standing ovation. Well, thank you. Lucas says, send Hamill that Star Wars meme about Trump. Albert, not a retro, says just send Hamill the YouTube video of Tulsi Gabbard destroys Kamala Harris at the Democratic debates 4 years ago. That shows how evil she is. Taker says, Jeremy, just send Hamill the thing. Just send the Star Wars thing to Mark Hamill. Eric K says another game you will suck at. Albert, not a retro, says when Nerdrotic says it's good, it's good. After all, Gary is the world's greatest gamer. That is true. John Kinney says, great work, Jeremy. Maga. India says, last night literally felt like watching the Avengers, seeing Gary, then Jay, then ABF. Same exact feeling as watching Endgame for the first time. Kevin McAllister says, within 2 years, we must all support a Trump replacement. DeSantis, Vance, Vivek. We have to watch all these guys and pick one and back them fully. And I think that's going to be one of the main goals of CobraCast is to kind of figure out, like, who do I think is going to be the heir apparent? Who do you guys think? And we'll try to come to a conclusion. I mean, I don't think there's any way to make that determination right now. I mean, the obvious, name at the forefront is J.D. Vance. I mean, that's the obvious name. And so we're going to have to keep our eye on it. But I think that's going to be one of the goals that we're going to focus in over the next couple of years for sure. Let's see. Eric says, Mod Lives Matter. Eric says, you did say it. I enjoyed the cruise, Jer 2024. Cody says, Isaiah 45:47. KGV, that's all I'm saying. Fantastic Knox says, guess what, people? We are finally unburdened by what was never going to happen with Trump elected. No more cackling. Gary C says, I'm Irish and all of us hate that septic eye twat. Grand Potatoes Z-Tier says, what does the Irish know about us politics? Tim says, thanks for the election covers last night. The rest of the crew was a blast. Let the celebration continue. Hail the 199 IDOTS MAGA. Z-Herb says, Kamala's speech will start with, I grew up in a middle-class family. Fantastic Knox says, turning the page for Kamala's cackling. John Goat says, JFK Jr. Prayed for 19 years for this moment. Celluloid Dream says, respect to Mike Pence for certifying the 2020 election despite a lot of people wanting him to not do it. We wouldn't be here today, LOL. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Haas Bonnet Venture says, word on the street is that Barron is a secret groiper. John Papa Sergio says, Barron looks like Disney's Hercules live action. Eric K says, you can't always get what you want, Rolling Stones. Hostile Bogey and Bounces. I think the Biden men will force at least one of the Supreme Court justices out and SCOTUS. One of the progressive Supreme Court justices out and wanted Kamala in there. It's what she wanted anyway. Steve DeLeon says, where's old piss hands Asmund Savvy Gold? Archer Blade says, Donnie in the House season 2 will be the best anime ever. That it will be. That it will be. Did we get a... let's see. I'm looking right now. I can find it. Was there a 50 that came in that I missed? There it is.
Yeah, because like I said, you messed up the column.
I didn't mess anything up.
You had one job, and that was to go straight, and you went left.
Why are you yelling at me? I did nothing wrong. I'm a fucking hero.
Straight?
I created all this shit.
You're not straight.
What? Krista's roasting the hell out of me. All right, where do you want me to start?
Just start where it says Rumble, because they're all there.
Let me get JMNZZ's 50, okay?
Okay.
All right. JMNZZ 450 says, to the Democrats and cultist progressives wondering why you lost, guess that you were all just on the retarded side of history. Absolutely. Thank you. Our Burger 2 for 20 says, did we come through in PA? Just upset Casey. We'll steal our Senate seat late. Thank you for the 20. PA brought it home. That's what's up. Mod Eric says, the exodus of all celebs shall be glorious. Bye-bye. Do not let them hit the door on the way out. Bronsonite says, dang, the Don had Mika leaving Snail Trail. Yeah, Mika was all, man, she was there. Bronsonite says, save Dave Filoni's dog, save Mika Brzezinski's hair, hailed the 199. By the way, I am the only one who thinks Jill Biden can get it, that red outfit she wore to vote. V6 Neon says, it ain't over till he's sworn in. They are now even more dangerous. They've still got the reins of power and will do anything to keep it. Heritage says, we have not seen a man beat a woman since that bad since the Olympics. Man, that one's going around, isn't it? That one's going around. General Duality says, hail, great stream last night. I might have missed around the hour mark, but if we fucking won, glad this election didn't get dragged out. V6 Neon says, the Trump name usage is because of Jeff Dunham and his puppets as he did skits of the U.S. elections over the past few years. Got you. True Mr. Gentleman says, our grandkids will not believe the last 4 years happened. A candidate who used sex and race to get to the top with all the flaws whitewashed by the media and proven candidate nearly assassinated for wanting to do good. If this were a movie, Mahler would call it objectively unbelievable and think its villains were too one-dimensional. This is true. Mod Eric says Chuck Schumer is trying to make the No Kings Act supposedly to strip Trump of all immunity. Vault 95 says the arcade racer is reminding me of Flat Out and Flat Out 2. Kind of feels like an old sequel. Vault 95 says an awesome song for the intro would be Countdown from Mercenaries Playground of Destruction soundtrack. Also, the studios that made the song aren't around anyone anymore to copyright anyone. Johnny Whiskas says cackles, Kamala, you never had a chance, so spare us your empty words because they mean absolutely nothing. Now take what little dignity you have left and get lost. Ministry of MAGA says Alex Jones for press secretary. Ace Liberty says just think Trump will be president in America's 250th birthday. It's going to be glorious. Southeastern Kaiju says they were told that if they want to arrest and go after him, he would win back the White House. Then Butler happened. The universe unfolds as it should. Axel Jensen says Jeremy is a far leftist reader. Tensote says we did it. We fucking did it. I've got so many colleagues in the theme park entertainment that are asking for MAGA friends to block them. Should I? Yeah. Give them what they want. Big Daddy Land. Everyone at Geeks and Gamers is retarded, confirmed. Even Krista? What do you think about that, Krista?
Oh, yeah, well, you're mean, and that's worse.
Dank Prometheus says, just downloaded Locals. I'll DM you on there. Gonna need you to repeat what I gotta do. Well, no, like, so Locals is essentially a Patreon. It's a Patreon alternative. It's our membership. So you go over there, you support us over there, and then we're going to have gaming streams for our supporters, along with exclusive stuff. I uploaded a video today for our local supporters over there. You can follow for free if you want. You can see what's going on, but the only you can interact is if you're a supporter over there. Richard Waring says, I will trust who Trump picks for the next president. Alex McCarthy says Vance Kennedy 2028. Hayden Wayne for 50 says thanks again for having ABF and I on yesterday. It was a great stream. Let's see, tonight at 8:30 EST-ish over on Late and Gay with the GCA. We have a special guest, Drunk 3PO. Come hang out if you're looking for something to do. This is a paid advertisement. Thank you, Hayden. Check out the GCA. All right, and Drunk 3PO is going to be on. That's great. Kyle Phantom says Trump victory, but we are 3 months left. Riots yet to come, and who knows what the establishment will try to do. Also, Jeremy sent you a message on Twitter. Noted. Apocalypto says, did you like the mini of you from Hero Lab? Yes, it was awesome, and I appreciate that. Echoes of Malachor for a $4.99. Heath Nation says, breaking news, MCU fan endorses Camel Head Harris. There we go. And we are caught up on today's anyway. We still have... Oh, no, we're not. Let's see. Is it Div? $31.99 on Streamlabs. Says, Jeremy, congratulations on your great coverage of the election. You have done a great job as an online commentator. You are a voice of a generation. You say that, and I appreciate that. But I think, let me read this one, and then I got one more thing to say. Langford Artist says, I tried fence sitting with my support for Trump to keep certain friends, but after today, they are still wished death on me and my fence sitting for MAGA 2024. Let's see. I really like your stuff, Jeremy. Even if I crap on you on X, can't hide my support. Well, I thank you. I appreciate it, man. Fuck them. Fuck them if they can't deal with your difference of opinion. So back to the super chat. Jeremy, congratulations on your great coverage on the election. You have a great job as an online commentator, and you are the voice of a generation. I don't think I am, but I appreciate the compliment. What I will say is that with Trump winning and everything happening, I think that there's one name that has not been mentioned enough that should be mentioned a lot more. And it's not someone that I watched a lot. But I think that this person's legacy is the reason we're here where we are, and that would be Rush Limbaugh. I think Rush Limbaugh is a name that everybody should be giving full credit to for where we are right now. Because without him, I'm not sure we would be here. And he was well ahead of the curve on all of this. And that's really incredible that, he fought so hard. And like I said, I wasn't a consistent viewer of Rush Limbaugh or anything like that. But I know how important he was to the MAGA movement and how powerful he was to the conservative movement. And he would be very, very happy today. And I'm sure he's smiling down right now watching all of this happen. So that is the person I think that people should mention and recognize and, just give a lot of respect to. So rest in peace to Rush. We miss him. People that he was the biggest voice in all of radio at that time. And he was a legend, man. He was a legend. And he loved Donald Trump and he loved MAGA. And even before it was cool, he was out there saying, this is the way to go. It's Trump. And without Rush, maybe Trump doesn't get the traction in the beginning within the party. But with with Rush backing him, that helped a lot. Big time. So anyway, Alaska's been called. That's great to hear. Okay, so I'm going to do a gaming stream tonight with the crew. I don't know who else is going to be there. Krista, are you going to be there?
I don't know.
Just so you know, when there's a lot of viewers, Krista gets very nervous. Okay? Right, Krista?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she gets very nervous when there's a lot of viewers. So if you see the numbers on the stream go up, you'll see her kind of disappear. So she gets very nervous. Krista's great, though. So shout out to her. Thank you. All the hard work you've been doing, Krista, keeping up with all this stuff, all this craziness. And yeah, it's been a hell of a ride the last few days. And we've got 1,000 people watching us just on Rumble. What? Hail to the Rumble chat. Hail. Indeed. Wow. Over on Streamlabs, I'm sorry, not Streamlabs, Locals, we have, where did it go? Did that super chat disappear? Oh, there it is. Let me just share my screen. So here we go. Oh man, did I do something wrong here? And boom, here we go. All right, enjoy Freedom Tunes' latest entry, only 1 minute, and it's a banger, The Good Ending. You know what? We're going to do it. Hang on. Let me share my next screen here. Here we go.
Wow, I sure love my pet squirrel.
Mr. President.
You tried to hurt Peanut.
Wait,
Officer Harris.
I was just following orders.
Then I order you into the crystals.
Hell yeah. That's what's up right there. Hail Freedom Tunes. Good shit right there. You love to see that. So yeah, if you go over here, Celluloid Dreams, Celluloid Dream, of course, on Locals with $1. It says Jeremy is gay. So yeah, this is Locals right here for those that are curious though. And you can just interact. People are posting stuff on the timeline. Our goal is to get 2,500 members, and Jay and Ryan are going to FurryCon, and it will be fantastic. We are currently 4% of the way there. Can we reach 5%? How many more members do we need for 5%? I think we only need like 10 more to hit 5%. So, but yeah, so there's people posting right here. There's my supporters only post right there. I probably look tired as shit in that video. Hail to the IDOTs. Everybody's posting their shit. Good stuff over there, man. Oh, look at there. Ooh, pizza. That sounds good right now. That sounds good. But anyway, thank you guys. We appreciate it. Hail to the 199. I'll see you guys over for the gaming stream tonight. Yeah, I know. Locals, terrible name. Not a dating site at all. So make it 500 members. Nah, I can't back down now. Can't back down now. We got to get there, man. We got to get there. We'll see. Dude, Ryan might fucking quit. So I got to have a huge number. Ryan might quit. Seriously, he's not happy about this, okay? He's not happy. What's up, Adrian Curry in the chat? But again, thank you guys. Amazing stream. We hit 10,000 viewers again today. Back-to-back streams hitting that. Geeks and Gamers Daily hit 14,000. Rumble's crushing it as well. So, yeah, I'll see you guys for gaming tonight. Should we leave you with a little bit of Sabaton? I'm doing it. I'm taking the copyright hits right now. I can't do this forever, but we're in celebration mode. So we are going to end on Sabaton for all the platforms. We will eventually get back to where I have to stop doing that on YouTube. But for now, we're ending on Sabaton. It's too much of a celebration time to not do it. So that's what we're going to do. So thank you to Krista. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to everybody for supporting us. Smash the melee button. Let's get us over 5,000 likes. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later. MAGA 2024.
It's my time to rule at last. 15 years have
And I think we had a couple super chats come in really quick, so let me get those. It is an awesome fucking song, isn't it? Foosball fan says, tough result today. Any chance for Tim Walz in 2028? He seemed really legit and cool. I don't think so. Did Zote says, everyone knows Hollywood is woke beyond belief, but haven't realized just how many weirdos are in entertainment overall, local theater, etc. That's true. Big Daddy Land becomes a new member. Thank you. And I feel like, did you become a member on Rumble earlier today too? I can't remember, but I feel like yes, that was a joke, Jessica, with what he said, the foosball fan. But all right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you tonight for the gaming stream. Let's have some fun. Let's chill. Let's celebrate Trump's victory with some good old-fashioned gaming. So we'll do it over there. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.